was deemed that you could probably make it to the hills before night.
Right,
before
night
it got too dark.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because it's only a couple hours away.
Okay. So, as you are strolling through the rolling farmland with the cornfields all about and plowed fields full of greenery, as I said, there's a couple of farmsteads between you and the hills. You can see herds of cows, herds of sheep, all nestled along the riverbank. And in general, this whole area is kind of a very pleasant, kind of tranquil, beautiful, open, rolling, scenic area. Okay. Do you wish to investigate or ask anything at any of the farmsteads, or are you just going to, like, blazingly storm down the trail to the hills?
I think you know what I'm going to be doing. No one else, everybody else is going to be doing.
Is anyone, like, just walking about that's publicly near
not
us?
on the road, but I mean, you can see people tending to the fields, and there's somebody that's kind of rolling a large barrow full of cut corn over to one of the sheds. You can see one person on the other side of the road across from the house where the grain bins are, who's kind of up there near the top. And you can kind of see that he is pushing what appears to be some kind of huge spear down into the grain and then pulling it back up. And a small sampling from the bottom of it is kind of like being put into a small bag.
Should we ask them about, the monsters we might fight? See if these nets are going to be worth anything. That one lady could have just been crazy.
Oh, she could have been upselling. That's a popular thing people do as well.
I didn't even think about that.
We could probably handle a few little things, right? We took care of trolls, we took care of orcs. I'm not really worried about a couple little flying things.
Well, but didn't they say if it touches you, you fall asleep or something? It's like some kind of poison?
She could just have been upselling to make sure we buy the nets.
I don't understand why you guys didn't trust her.
I didn't say I didn't. It's just a good point.
Well, shopkeepers.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, he comes
got that from a very
non-civilized environment.
remote village. Right.
She was selling and I'm going to hold up the vial of, like, pixie repellent I bought from her.
Yep.
I don't understand why you are taking such a risk, considering what's at stake. You could have just bought this for barely anything.
That's nothing, Alekma.
Well, your druid of nature is going to be wearing it. The fact that you're not is, if it doesn't work, what's there to lose? If it does work, you guys are fools.
This sounds familiar.
It's not going to kill me.
What does this sound like right now? I don't know. Anyways.
What was that, Cyrano?
Oh, nothing.
What, was it Snug saying something, or you?
Oh, absolutely was Snugs, yeah. It's like, hey, wear it for protection. What's the harm, guys?
My friend, just take your pants off, hit the Hype Weapons show.
I just... Look, I don't want to fight Britannica. I just, you have such a thing saying you didn't tell us this information because you didn't fully trust us, right? And yet, you don't... What's the harm of just trying it,
There's nothing. I just think we should keep going, and I just don't want you to lean on that as your only means of protection. I know you have many other ways to deal with things that attack you. Please don't just douse that on yourself and hope for the best.
I'm not going to just douse it on myself and then go, tra-la-la-la-la. It's a precaution your master or your expert in nature is doing. And you...
Alekma, do you have any to spare?
No, I only bought for myself.
Oh, well, that wasn't very nice.
Well, you guys were disparaging me and thinking me a fool, so why would I?
Not foolish. It's just we have other means to deal with things like that. We don't need little potions and things.
Would you feel better if we went back and purchased some?
No.
We can do that.
No, we have to get there. He said
look,
make it by
It's right
before
down
dark.
the street. It'll take us 5 minutes.
If we don't get there, it's going to get dark, and then we will have to worry about these little potions that we need because they'll be out.
Okay, I can sprint real fast. I can
Okay.
sprint over, grab
Show
some,
me.
and come back.
Okay, no. Instead of that, how
Alekma,
about we
Alekma,
do the net idea I had?
Count me off.
We
Count
take-
me off, Alekma. Count it, and I get into a sprinter stance. Count it off.
Legma, just do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah! And I'm gonna sprint off to go purchase some more. And I can go
Okay,
pretty
so you're
quick.
fleeing back to Celeste General Stores.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
While we're waiting, Annie, do you want to ask somebody if they know anything?
Right, wait, so was it pixies that she said? I forgot the term she used.
Beasties? Didn't she say little
Beast.
flying beasties? I don't think she gave a
Alright.
name for them.
All right, yes, okay. I'll go
How-
ask.
While you ask Britannica, how about you help me with these nets? We can make like a whole net barricade thing.
Okay,
you know?
but I look at my fantasy watch. I'm giving Cyrano 15 minutes, and then we are moving.
Okay, so yeah, you've basically, your nets that you bought, the fishing nets, they're about, the handles on them are about 4 foot long. They're probably about 2 to 2.5 foot diameter with nets and a big round hoop. Like a big shrimping net, really. So are you wanting to dismember or dismantle the 3 nets that you have and...
Yeah, I guess I want to. How good is what's the quality of the wood? Right, like if I was to break the hoop in half and pare it down so it's like 2 pronged forks, we can then put the nets on top and drape it so we can carry it above us so it drapes over.
So you want to
us.
like tie all the net, like open the nets up and tie all the pieces of netting together.
Yes, and then take the
hold it
hoop
like
parts.
sticks and walk underneath it.
Sticks with prongs, like half a trident, right?
Okay, yeah, I
And
mean,
then
you
that's
can
straight
do
over.
that. I mean, you'll have probably, I mean, if you got 2.5, diameter of netting, so probably get about a 5 foot by 5 foot-ish area if you adjoin Cyrano's net as well when he returns.
Would it be enough to cut? Like if Britannica and me carried 2 of the sticks, could Annie and Cyrano be in the middle and have it drape
You
over all
could,
of
but
us?
you'd all be very, very kind of closely huddled up like a bunch of crazy people underneath a very holy umbrella.
Because I did buy an extra net. We have 5 nets.
Oh,
total.
okay.
I mean, I bought 2
So you
and
could,
everyone
you
else
could
bought
easily
1.
make a 5x5 then.
Okay.
So is that what you want to do? Start net
I
just
kind of want to
netting?
do it. Yes.
Net membering? Okay. All right. So you're gonna do that. Did you say you wanted to do something, Annie?
Yes, I'm going to go up to one of the farmers to just talk to them real quick.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you randomly approach one of the farmers working in the field.
Excuse me, sorry to bother you.
All right. He kind of goes, whew. Oh, not at all, miss. I was about to pack it in for the day anyway. It's starting to get dark.
Yes, well, me and my friends are just headed into the hills there, and we heard there might be maybe some activity that we should be aware of, like some kind of beasts, monsters we should look out for. I didn't know if you knew anything about it.
Well, I've heard things.
Right, like flying things?
Well, I've heard several things. Needless to say, the past few weeks nobody's been venturing into the hills much. But, we did have some of the militia go looking for some people that disappeared several weeks back, and, they found 1 or 2 of them still alive, but, they were sleeping soundly. When they awoke, they were somewhat delirious, but they did say something about little flying monsters.
Okay, that's what we heard. We just weren't sure if it's for real or not. So
Oh, no,
these
it's-
monsters will put you to sleep?
From what I've heard, I've not laid eyes on them myself, but being, we're very careful when we go to the southern end of the fields and farm those. I haven't seen nothing show up yet, mind. Nothing's come out from inside the hills, but, as I said, we heard the rumors, and when the militia came back carrying these two people, they were somewhat out of sorts, but they stopped at the farmhouse down the road, and he gave them some water and a bite to eat on their way back, and he said that as the guards were asking him what happened, some of them said that some strange flying creatures flew down and attacked him, and the next thing you knew, they passed out and didn't remember much else.
Right. Do you know how big these flying things were?
Well, they didn't really say exactly. They did use the term, like, small flying things, so...
So a lot of them.
Things, so at least more than one, for sure.
Great. Well, I appreciate you telling me. I suppose we'll try to be safe then.
Well, I mean, is there any reason why you need to be wandering off into the hills this late?
Oh, we just have to go meet with a old fella that lives down that way.
That crazy old wizard that lived in that tower.
Crazy, yes.
Oh, well,
You know him.
I know of him.
I see.
Used to see him trundling up and down the road on his cart. We used to go into town for supplies and things like that.
He doesn't do that anymore?
Come to think of it, I haven't seen him for quite a few weeks.
Oh. That's
He wasn't that
interesting.
frequent. I mean, he only used to come up and down every great once in a while, but in hindsight, I would have expected probably to have seen him at least once in the time frame that it's been since I see him last.
Well, that's very concerning. We better go check on him then.
Are you sure you don't want to wait till the morning?
Well, he's just that way, just a little bit, right?
Well, he's not far from once you get in the hills. It ain't probably going to be but an hour or two till you find his place, but, you know, by the time you get there, as I said, it'll be pretty dark, and wouldn't you feel better being able to see little flying beasties coming, rather than sneaking up on you out the dark in the shadows?
Can they see in the dark?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, I'll talk
Maybe
to
they
my
can't.
friends.
Maybe you've got a good point. Maybe you could
I don't
slip
know
right
either.
by them if you go while it's dark.
I'm quite loud, and I'm gonna clink my armor around. See?
Well, maybe there ain't a whole bunch of sneaking to be done then. But, well, you know, what do I know? I'm just a farmer. You look like somebody that's done your fair share of sword swinging, as it were.
Don't say just a farmer. Just a farmers provide food for the whole village. It's a big deal, that job.
Well,
Don't ever undersell yourself.
no, quite. What? And I appreciate the sentiment. What I merely meant is, while I'm standing here with my hand sickle, chopping down ears of corn, you may have done much more
Chop
grand
down
things.
ears of humans, yes.
Ooh, well, interesting. I was going to say maybe orcs or goblins, but hey, whatever.
Sorry,
I'm
yes,
sure
also-
that these humans that you speak of...
Also orcs, also goblins, also trolls, but
Trolls as
sometimes an
well.
occasional human if they're bad.
Oh, there you go. And that's what I was going to say. I'm sure that these humans that you've cut to pieces were fully deserving of the punishment you doled out.
Well, I think I've said things I shouldn't have said, so I'm going to get moving now, but I appreciate the information.
Well, it's a pleasure to have met you, ma'am.
Yes.
You and your friends be safe. Okay.
You as well. Remember, not just a farmer.
Not just a farmer.
I'll make my way back.
Okay. So Cyrano, you are gonna hightail it back into town.
Yeah.
Running across the bridge to the northern end of town, over to North Sides, and no, actually, you went to? Yeah, that was North Sides.
That
you
was
went
the
to
stores in
general
North
store
Side,
there.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So you got to North Sides to Celeste General Store, and you get there just as she's about to kind of walk out the door and turn her sign around and lock the door behind her.
Okay. So I'm gonna see that and go,
Excuse me, ma'am, madam.
As soon as
stop,
she
stop,
sees
stop,
you,
stop.
she's like, and flips the sign around really quickly, shoves the door, and scuffles back inside.
I'm gonna plow it open as I kind of run up and slam my hands on the table.
I'll take 3 more of the beast begone potions, please.
Beast
And I'll
begun.
start.
Yes, you sold them to my large friend earlier, the little potions.
Oh, the repellent. Yes.
Repellent, yes.
Excellent.
Yes. 3
let's
more,
see.
please. Quickly now, please. I'm on a time limit.
Okay.
Literally.
Well, hold on. Let me see. I've got some here somewhere. And she kind of goes back round behind the counter, and you see her shoveling a few. 1, 2, and
Yes.
3. Pay no heed that they're in different shaped bottles and sizes. They come in whatever container we happen to have available. Let's see. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 silver pieces, please.
6 silver pieces.
I'm gonna slam them on the desk, grab the vials, and out the door again.
Come
sprinting out.
again soon.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Meanwhile,
What?
Garrett Jax, thanks for the sub. Take your pants off. Hit the hype. And did that with your Twitch Prime account. There you
Hey,
go.
do you guys know about Twitch Prime?
Yeah.
Fine.
Using your Twitch Prime. If you got Twitch Prime,
what
you
is
get
Twitch Prime?
Basically, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, and if you have Twitch Prime, that allows you a free subscription to any Twitch channel you choose to spend it on each month. So, you clearly used it on us for this month, and I very much appreciate that. Also, a little bit of tip, right down there in the corner, you can see the little cartoon that's normally not there, a little cartoon of Mr. Gary Gygax, because today officially is Gary Gygax Day, July 27th.
Aw, I wondered why he was on there. I just thought that was a little Easter egg he threw up.
Yep, so
Hooray!
that's why we're all here. Amongst other people, Gary Gygax, the inventor, creator of Dungeons and Dragons, as I said, along with a few other folk. He's not the sole contributor, which some people get very, very salty if you imply that he was. But along with Mr. Arneson and a few others. So there we go. But yeah, Gygax Day. So rest in peace to Gary, and thank you for the game. Appreciate it. Alrighty. So you guys have fashioned a net of sorts, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Let me.
Very annoyed. Is this good enough? Are you happy with this?
How are you? What's your game plan for this net then? So you're just pretty much going to do like take the nets apart, knot the netting together so it makes one big area, and then fashion the sticks to make prongs and stuff like that.
Break the hoop apart, maybe shear them down a little bit, equal length, and then basically make portable walking teepees, that we can just carry.
No, I think we hated that idea. It was like we were
You did.
trapping ourselves.
Everybody
Yeah,
else
pre-trapped.
hated the idea.
Pre-trapped.
Alekma didn't. So
He's the druid, so we'll go with that.
Oh my god.
what is
They're
your
just going to barrel
what is
into
your
us and knock us
passive?
over. We're going to get all trapped.
Yeah, what is your passive use rope or survival skill?
+2.
Either of us or just him?
Well, I guess if you're helping him, you can give me yours as well.
I'm helping. Don't think I have anything for that. Was it survival?
Survival or rope use.
Use rope.
Well, my survival's amazing, but my use
Yeah.
rope, like,
Well, I would.
Just
I mean,
because-
I would allow. I would say that because basically you're fashioning some kind of survival tool. I would allow survival to be used in lieu of just simple rope use.
okay. So that my survival's 13.
Okay, then yes. I'm not going to make you roll. You can succeed. Okay, but you rolled anyway.
I did it anyway.
Oh, that was Britannica. Okay, yep. Yep, and you have no problem either. So both of you working from each end, you fashion this interesting
Cat's
tent
cradle.
thing that you have.
Jacob's ladder.
Yeah. So basically, it's a big 5 foot by 5 foot piece of
We're
netting,
just going. We're going like this.
and then there's a stick at the back with 2 prongs, and another stick at 2 prongs. So You can walk at one end, and he can walk at the other, and in theory,
Drape over.
Snugs and Cyrano and Annie can kind of walk between the two. Okay. Well, it is not long before Cyrano is back. As he comes sprinting back down the old dirt road towards you. By the time you get back, they have completed this catastrophe that they have worked on.
Oh, this is nice.
Thank God. Can we move now? Is this good? Can we?
Let's go.
My
Sure.
arms are already tired. So.
Alegma, huh?
Let's distribute it out and let's.
Sure. Do we, being the expert, do we drink it? Do we douse it? Do we, dab it? What do we do?
It's for your skin. It's a repellent.
Oh, so we put it on now, like
I don't
30
know.
minutes before we come in contact, or?
Yes, what is...
Can we go swimming?
Yes, can we go
Yeah,
swimming?
can we go swimming?
climbing?
Can we eat anything?
What if
Can
we
we eat
sweat a
anything?
lot?
Can
we
you please
only ask...
explain this
how-
better?
You're the expert.
Or,
What if I have a skin allergy? I'm allergic to nickel.
I hate you guys so much. How gooey and thick is this stuff?
The stuff that you have in yours, it's just like it's a thin liquid, not gloopy or gooey at all.
Okay. Don't swim in the river if you. Why would you anyway? Try not to get wet. Dab it, appropriately on exposed skin.
Okay.
You can eat, just don't eat it.
Okay.
Come on, it's common sense stuff. Let's go. And dab it before we enter the mountains, the hills, but not. Well, as we're approaching.
So just like.
So is everybody
Don't.
gonna open their container?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
if he's
So
telling us to.
Shagget, yours smells very much like lavender as you put it on, and that's quite fetching actually. Okay. Two of you.
So terrified.
Let me roll a d3 to see who the odd man out was. So a d6. Let's see. 1, 2. It'll be Annie. 3, 4. It'll be Cyrano. 5, 6. It'll be Britannica. Okay, Cyrano. So Britannica and Annie, you get yours. You open them up. It's kind of a very thick, oily substance. It's a little bit different than Cyrano's, for sure. Than Alekma's, for sure.
So we just, lather this on?
Yeah, it's kind of a dark brown
All right.
liquid, and it's quite thick and oily, but you start
Yeah, I'm just
dabbing it
gonna
on. All right, Cyrano,
gonna
so
start
you open
dabbing.
yours. Yours has actually got more of a larger, wider screw top, which is quite tough to get off, but you pop it open. And yours is almost waxy and jet black.
Why are they all so different? Cyrano?
Can we see them
Why are you
being
asking
so
me? I
different?
don't know.
Yeah, we can see that, right?
I mean-
So they're all.
You can definitely, as you're doing this, especially Cyrano's. You can look at Cyrano's, and
Did you
it
get
definitely
a better
doesn't
one?
look even close to what you two have.
I asked her for 3 more of the potions, and this is what she gave me.
Well, it's completely different than his or ours.
Well, it was important to Alekma, so I wanted to put his mind at ease.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just see which one of these works the least when we get out there.
Okay.
It's gonna get dark. Maybe we should not use fire.
Are you gonna use? Are you gonna put any of this stuff on, Cyrano?
If I can see that I can tell that it looks different from everyone else's,
Clearly.
I'm going to feign doing it. Like I'm just
Okay.
gonna kind of go through the motions, Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, yes. I feel it repelling already. The repelling powers. Very good. Very strong.
Look at all the women running away from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Axe body spray.
All right. Yeah. So I would say that Annie and Britannica, once you've kind of dabbed some of this on liberally, you can start kind of catch this smell. You've smelt this before. You've definitely smelt this before.
I have?
Yeah. So's
Okay.
in fact, I think probably all of you have smelt it before. As they're now walking along, and you catch a whiff of it coming off of them. It's got a bit of a kind of a fuely type smell.
I don't think we
Gasoline?
should have put this on us.
Yes, it's lamp oil. You've put a lamp oil all over yourself.
Right. I think this maybe might ignite.
Yeah. No fire, but you know. Come on.
Yeah,
would a
because
beastie want to drink it?
I mean, what if anybody brings a torch near us?
What if we're in the net?
Yes.
One of us combusts.
Then one of us combusts.
Then we're all stuck in the net on
We all go
fire.
up. And the only one not touched apparently will be Alekma.
I mean, you said mine was lavendery. Do I? I mean, being
Yeah,
nature.
it's definitely got lavender in it.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Look, we're not going to get caught in the net. We have control over the net
We are
mechanism.
already caught in the net.
yeah, we have literally caught you and us in the net.
It's just an outer layer. I mean, you could easily get out of the net by gripping one side and shoving
Not
it to the other
10
side.
weird flying beasties fly in all at once and trap us.
They won't trap us. They'll be unable to get to us because we'll have the nets.
No,
And
it's not that strong. It's not.
Remember,
Look, I'm gonna
everyone, we
push
have
into
to
the net.
listen to the druid. He's always right.
Well, just to kind of point out a couple of factors, as I said, it's a fishing net, which means two things. One, the holes are very small, so that's good. Two, it's pretty thin and pretty fine. This is not like net, not like rope netting. This is more like string netting, like twine. So that's kind of what it looks like to give you a better subscription. But the good news is, as I said, they're not but probably 4 or 5 millimeters where each hole is. So anything not particularly large would have a hard time getting physically through the net. So it could potentially do a good job against large bugs. So. Okay, into the hills we go. So by the time you make it to the hills, the sun is kind of a golden orange color as it's beginning to disappear down below the horizon. The fields out behind you kind of have got a golden hue, and the clouds have kind of got an orangey golden look in the sky. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight, so apparently it's not going to rain tomorrow. But into the hills you go. Probably no more than about 30 minutes or so. Being that you're now in the hills, it's a little darker, but you've still got plenty of visible light. Go ahead and move up the Riverbreed Hill Road. Alright, here we are.
Alright.
So basically, yeah, the hills are to your left and the right, and you're kind of following a fairly wide path at the base of the hills. I mean, it's about 20 foot wide, so there's plenty of room to maneuver and walk. If you will, everybody give me a spot check.
Spot check.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get a spot check out of you people. Britannica's got a 15, okay.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, very nice.
Well, we got some good spotties going on here. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so Annie and Britannica, you are not aware of any flying beasties or anything, but you can definitely see some fairly large toads, kind of like on the sides of the hills, just kind of like echoing out loudly, as you can hear insects kind of buzzing around as well. However, Cyrano and Alekma, being a little bit more viewy and having a little bit more vision, you can actually see what appear to be some dark, flying, shadowy creatures.
Ooh. Bats?
Yes, they're bats.
Wait, are they actually bats?
They are bats, yes. They are Bats probably, as they start getting closer, and you can kind of see them there, with their wingspan, they're probably about maybe 2 foot wide wingspan. These are not huge, big, evil-looking bats. These are typical, typical bats that you'd find loitering around in trees or in barns or anything like that. Hey, I tell you what, though, that net would probably keep the bats off.
Yeah, see? I know what I'm talking about with my net catastrophe.
There you go.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's a few bats and a few toads, but nothing that would kind of yield the same sort of bizarre rumors that you have heard from in town.
Okay. So since I would be probably a little ahead of everyone,
Okay.
moving through the mountains, I'd slow my gait a little bit and say back to the group,
There's some animals ahead, but nothing that matches the description of what we were told about. I see some frogs and
oh, is this bat coming straight at me?
So 2 bats are they're swooping down towards you.
Okay.
And they kind of do a really awkward kind of like staggered flyby. They didn't actually touch you or attack you. They really just it was almost like they came down to get a better look.
Yeah. You'll see Cyrano that,
yeah,
Is it-
those.
is it-
I don't know. They're bats. I guess they don't seem. I mean, just look like bats.
Get in the nets, maybe.
Yes, the net. Alekma,
All right.
can you tell him to go away or something, or just get out of the way?
Shoe bats. Shoe.
Don't you speak bat?
I didn't
I'm Batman.
prepare for that.
Ah,
You kind of rushed me here.
I rushed you.
I need to do something here because I need a net. I'm sorry.
yeah, I would retreat into the said net.
We'll just creeping along.
I don't like this.
Mm-mm.
I mean, don't worry. If any
Boom.
something
There's your net.
Great, we're pre-trapped.
Cool, we're safe now, guys.
Yeah, no worries here.
Bring on the BBEG. We're good.
I
Put
mean,
a bow on us.
if
I'm going to go ahead and, just for giggles and grins here, I am going to...
No giggles, no grins.
you could-
Where is he? Alekma.
yeah,
There you go. You now have...
control of said net. Oh my God,
You should
gave me
have,
control.
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
looks
That way I don't have to move it every time you guys move.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess we just keep going forward, trying our
Yeah.
best to stay under the net and watching these. If the bats continue to keep swooping down, just
Yeah, the
Watching
bats
out.
kind of do so for a short period of time, but they seem to lose interest after a little while.
okay.
All right.
Let's move forward.
Move
Yeah, I
yourselves up a
I
little.
would just keep my eyes forward. I mean, we're all together, I would assume, right?
Yeah.
How far we move.
I mean, are you all staying under the net like in a little cluster?
Yes.
But hiding from the 2 bats? Okay.
I'm really keeping my eyes on these toads though,
Okay.
because what are they? They're elevated. It looks like.
Some of them, a couple of them have kind of dropped down off the side. They're fairly large toads, but they're kind of yay big. Again, we're not talking giant, nasty toads that could try to
Okay.
swallow you or anything.
Sure.
The tent brigade is on the move, I assume.
Oh, yep. We're all
All right,
with
so
you.
yeah, everybody that wants to be underneath the tent, move yourself under the tent. Or under the net. If you're not moving yourself under the net, I'm going to assume you are not under the net. Okay.
Laura,
The net.
have I
Say it,
ever
say it.
seen these toads before?
Give me a knowledge nature roll.
Okay. We have some knowledge nature. So let's see.
You've definitely seen toads like them. They're fairly brightly colored and, but there's nothing that seems to be that horribly sinister about them.
Sure. I'm really going to be paying attention to if one of those tongues just start flying at us. That's really what I'm looking for.
Okay.
We're under the nets. We're okay.
It's all
True.
in the net.
Still.
I don't.
Okay.
I feel weird moving. I mean, because I don't. I'm
we'll
expecting
follow
Gordon to
you.
say stop. You know.
Yeah.
Hammer
follow
time.
the net as you go.
All right. So I'll move my distance.
All right. Okay. Well, as you're doing that, you are aware that the toads have all seemed to kind of either, some of them have jumped down, some of them have kind of backed up. They're all kind of moving, but in a very kind of weird, erratic way. Like they're all suddenly hopping. You'd have expected maybe as you got closer, they'd all hop away. But while some have not. Everybody that wishes to, if you will also give me a listen roll.
Yes. That one I'll definitely be doing. I'm really paying
Deaf.
attention here. I'm not feel. Oh boy. It's not going to be me, guys. Ooh, nice. Thank you, Britannica.
Here's something.
Listen, can you smell something? All right, Britannica, with your keen angelic hearing,
ears.
you can actually hear very faint coming from behind you.
I know that sound. Everybody, I hear wings
Okay,
flapping.
and you can see the bats are kind of like coming back in this direction. Okay,
That
then
sound
something
like
a
their
little
wings?
odd happens. One of the bats lets out a fairly loud screech. As a druid, Alekma, that's pretty weird for bats. Bats generally don't screech. This was a very audible screech that was been more like something you'd expect to have heard from a screech owl or something like that, not a bat. And then they seem to kind of do another thing that bats can't do. They start circling their wings like this, and holding position, like hovering.
What the fuck are these things? I mean,
And they're kind of jittering to the left and to the right a little bit, kind of deliberately moving, almost, I don't want to say hypnotically, but very rhythmically. What's everybody doing?
Staring.
Okay, so Annie, you're staring at the bats.
I would start to take out my. Is there enough room anyway in here to start taking out my weapon?
I would say if all of you start swinging weapons in this little 5-foot confined space, someone's gonna stab somebody.
Oh my god! So I don't take out my weapon, and it's like, what do we do?
I'm
This is a stupid idea.
Alekma, help!
I'm gonna look at these bats. Knowledge nature? Knowledge...
Yeah, knowledge nature. Britannica, what is she doing?
I am readying next to Alekma, trying to whisper, do something!
Cyrano.
I'm gonna take my weapons out, but just say, "Come on, let's just keep moving."
Shh. Okay.
So, my knowledge nature, I'm actually using my special.
Alright.
So I'm gonna close my eyes and focus, and then open my eyes and then focus on these bats.
Alright, okay.
So, yeah, with my special.
Nice.
There is no bat that you are aware of that has... Bats just simply are not physically designed to be able to do that. They just...
Right,
You've never heard of any kind of bat that could do that. I mean, to come to a stop and
then,
rotate
yeah.
its wings, hummingbirds do that sort of shit, not bats.
Okay, so when Cyrano says what he says, I'm gonna say, they're not bats. Let's go. I'm just gonna start moving.
All
basically.
right. Well, remember all those toads that were there?
Oh, shit.
So, basically, instead of toads, and you kind of catch a glimpse of this as it happens, almost out of the corner of your eyes, when you realize the bats were deliberately distracting you guys. Trying to mesmerize you to keep your attention on them. The toads all just kind of went and become little humanoids with bat-like wings and sharp little pointy teeth. Also, mid-flight, the two bats do the same and become a couple of these nasty little imp things. Let me zoom in on one for chat so they can see what it looks like.
Jesus.
There he is. So, basically, as I said, they're like little humanoids. They got little clawed hands and feet, little red eyes, little horns, small little horns on the side of their heads, and bat-like wings. To be honest, there's not that much of a stretch between them and the bats before, but they definitely look a lot different than the toads did.
I guess as we start to move after noticing this, based on what I said, looking at them, would the net be effective? Like, is there a way of determining whether the net will no longer be useful to us, or based on the change, based on the teeth they had, those claws? Because that would, like, I don't know.
I mean, quite honestly, the fact that you've got to stand there precariously holding this damn net up,
I mean, can I just stick it in my belt behind me and like a banner, you know? So
when I did that zoom, do you guys see the zoom on?
no,
Does it
No.
just zoom?
it's a separate thing. It's
Yeah, that's what I thought. Z zooms it for me. I'm trying to remember what the
okay.
shortcut is.
But I mean, these nets are they're draped over and they're touching the floor. We're dragging it on the floor, right? Like,
no, I mean it's only 5 foot in netting. So for you all to be standing underneath it, you're pretty much like holding it up taut above your heads. There's nowhere near enough to kind of drape down.
oh, I was under the impression it was on. Okay.
Yeah, nowhere near enough.
I'm still gonna like run, right? Move. That's
Hold on a sec. I'm just trying to find something real quick before we go any further. Shift plus Z, that's what it was. Alright. It's been a long time since I've used it, but
Okay, yeah, we can see that now.
now you guys should be able to see what it is you're looking at.
Yeah.
Shift plus Z. Okay. Alright, so yeah, they're kind of scattered all the way around you at this point. I'm going to zoom in a little because they're small and harder to see. Especially because they're kind of deliberately camoed against the environment. But for all intensive purposes, you can see, as you kind of like glance around, there's about 8 of these little things, and they're all kind of hovering around you, like flapping their little wings and looking down at you.
okay. Well, I'd still. I mean, I'd still use that. I'd move, like we'd move forward while as it's happening.
Okay, so that's what you're intending to do. You're going to start moving with the net. Okay, in that case, the second you start moving, they all dive down at you like a swarm.
Great.
So before you even get more, I mean, like, you'll make it a foot. So,
okay.
like, your intention to move is what's going to trigger them to dive in. So, yeah. Okay. Yep, so these nasty little suckers will zoom in from the air.
Well, wait, maybe the net will work because they're flying in
No way.
at our nets.
We reverse net them. We just
Maybe Gore will say it was a super success. Let's go. Come on. Please don't not say that, Gore.
Oh my god. Let's swoop them up the other way.
Yep. They quickly tie large weights to the bottom of the net and fly away. Leave you here to rot. Okay.
Well, Britannica can fly. She's just going to go around like a butterfly net with it.
Okay. Let me just go ahead and alter the sounds here a little. Okay. All right. So there are 8. Alekba, roll a d8 for me.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay. So the first attack, they all literally do come straight down from the top. And amazingly, initially at least, as you're holding the net up, as they get there and they kind of start like, and they start to seem very angry and frustrated as they're looking down. And one of them says,
What's this horrible web that they've got? They're not spiders.
But it actually does. They don't make an attack this turn. I was rolling it, got you to roll the d8 to see how many of the 8 did that. So if you'd have rolled a 4, 4 of them would have gone underneath and come in from the sides. But what that does mean is they don't make an attack this turn. What does everybody want to do? So in a weird way, you can say the net worked.
Oh no!
Motherfuckers!
At least
Damn you.
Can I
initially.
Can I get a second inspiration, please?
No.
No, you can't have
Oh
a
my
second
God.
inspiration. One only. Sorry everyone. Okay. Yeah. So what's everybody want to do? Cyrano, what's your game plan?
I mean, if I know that this isn't gonna last for long.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can clearly see all they've got to do is back up and swoop down underneath the net. There's plenty of
Sure.
room. So
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much I can do at this point. But what I'm gonna do is, how tall are these rocks next to me here, Goran?
the
either
hills,
side?
the
yeah.
hillsides. I mean, it goes up probably a good 30 or 40 feet if you start climbing, but it's a pretty steep climb.
Okay.
But when I say steep, it's not like a rocky, jagged climb that would be difficult. You know, it's a walkable climb, but I mean, you're
Okay.
going to be moving at half your movement rate as you studge up the hill.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna. I want to see what they do, so I'm gonna prepare an attack, or hold action essentially. So if someone flies down at me, I'm gonna try to stab him with my swords.
Okay.
I want to see what they're doing first before I do anything else.
All right. And you're kind of up front and to the side, so you've got both swords out, but you're not holding anything, so... And with
Right.
considering the fact that Alekma and Britannica are both pretty damn tall, the net is probably a good foot above your head at least.
Okay, perfect.
So probably more than that, because they're actually probably more like 2 feet above your head, because they'd be holding it above their own heads. So you've actually got a little bit of room.
I got a little room to operate. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's perfect.
Annie St. Clair, what is her intention this coming round?
Alright. I'm fighting there, huh? I'm going to cast what I have never tried before, but I feel like I'm a little trapped here, so I just go, alright, and you kind of see, you know, my hands light up white, and I'm going to cast protection from chaos, wondering if it's going to help me at all.
Okay. Go ahead and do you have the macro to pop that in for chat? With
No,
the-
I'll just tell you it's basically it'll help you against attacks from mental control, and it's a range on myself for 1 minute per level. So what are we, level 6?
It's a
Yep,
you
6
only
minutes.
spell, huh?
It's a me only spell.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
Yeah, I was hoping it'd be more, but I'm looking at it now. So there it is.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was
Plus
just
2 deflection bonus to AC plus your resistance on saves. Yeah.
yeah.
So we got a little AC boost and stuff.
Yep. And you get, I think it's you get +2 deflection bonus and +2 resistance bonus on saves, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, and 6 minutes then you've got. Okay. If they are chaotic, in theory it might work. Alekma, what are you gonna do?
I am going
As you're like-
to. Yeah, so I'm going to immediately go onto my knees, so I can take the stick and kind of rest it against my chest. So
Okay.
the net's going to go down with me, because I don't want to be holding it anymore, but I want to lean it against my body, basically.
Oh,
And
right.
I'm
So the net at your end is going to drop quite considerably then if you're going to go down on your knees.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's going to kind of bring the net down almost right on top of your, like, where your head is at, Cyrano. So you're going to have to duck.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'm going to cast Summon Nature's Ally 1.
Okay.
And if I can get it to work, because I got to actually click myself. And I'm going to summon 5 eagles.
Oh, shit.
Level 1, small animals, only 5 health per animal. But the world above is going to have eagles just flying around me.
All right. Let me go ahead and... oh, look at that. That's a terrible... I don't know why anybody ever uploads anything to Roll20 that's not... Hold on. They may not be eagles. You may get some other form of bird.
Well, they're small birds, basically.
There you go. All right.
They're tiny, though. They're small.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where are you summoning your birds?
Basically here. I'm gonna have them, each go to 1 surrounding me, basically. Just do a diving, bombing attack.
Okay, so basically, eagle versus weird little pixie dude thing.
Yes.
All right, look about right.
Yeah, that
Okay,
works.
so I'm going to zoom in even further then, because you guys are confining your battle to a much smaller area, so we'll zoom in for chat. There we go. Okay. All right, so that's what you're doing. And Britannica, what do you want to do?
Well, as usual, Shagget ruined my plan. Now...
Sorry. Well, you don't... do you necessarily see this? I mean, because it's behind you.
Oh, well, she won't necessarily see it. I mean, what she's going to feel is the net suddenly slump down behind her.
Okay.
So my plan was to kind of rotate around so my wings are out. I'm going to wing, and then I'm going to launch myself over Alekma with the net, catching and sandwiching whatever is in my path in that net. So, would have been nice if you didn't put those eagles over there, but...
Yeah.
Right, so describe to me again what you want to do. So basically,
Okay,
you're going to
So I'm holding the pole opposite of him.
Right, yep.
I'm going to rotate around so that my wings are now out and won't get caught in the neck, obviously. And then I'm going to basically and lift myself up and backwards over Alekma's head so that the net, basically sandwiches down on top of whatever's above us. So hoping I can catch a couple creatures in that direction. Because I knew they were, all above us, right? Or are they not?
Yeah, they're all, everything's above you. So,
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I understand what you're saying. So, what way are you? Show me where your show me what direction your token's facing. Put that way you want.
So I move like this, so that my wings are out of the net, right?
Gotcha,
And then
yep.
I'm going to take my end of the pole and basically leap and fly over the top of everybody.
Okay, so basically,
trap as many in.
So you'll invert the net, and basically
Yes.
this is going to happen.
Yes. So I'll make a little hot dog bun.
Okay, all right. So like that, basically. Yeah.
Plan. Many as I can get.
All right. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. Right. Well, before you do that, let's go ahead and let's get everybody to roll initiative so that we know exactly what is happening in what order. Because you might get to do that before he summons eagles.
Oh.
All right. So
Did mine not roll?
Britannica is on an 8.
Try again.
Lekma's a 15.
Yikes.
And he's a
That's what it was,
5.
guys.
And Cyrano is a 14.
Did you roll? Oh, for your eagles.
Hang on.
Yeah, that 14 is an Eagles. For my Eagles.
All right. Okay.
Yikes. Not the best initiative
I'm
rolls.
gonna roll for these little guys. So, but they are pretty. Let's see. So I roll a GM roll for chat. And let's see where they're gonna go. Wow, okay, as fast as they are, they're going there. Alright, so Nekma, you are actually going first. So, when you summon all your eagles, and then they are going to go at the same time as Cyrano. So, to keep things neat and tidy, let your eagles go next.
Okay, so because they were summoned, they only get one attack, not their full.
Right.
So they each get a diving talon attack, which is not as impressive as it sounds, but they do have some modifier to them.
Sounds cool.
So
That?
I am going to roll 5d20. Each of these has a +3 on it, so we can speed it along.
Okay.
Basically. So +3 to each of those rolls. So 19 and 12 and 20 and 19 and 10.
So 3 hits. So first, third, and fourth will hit with the +3s.
So 1 hit, 2 hit, and then 3 hit.
All right. Okay. The eagles swoop in and start clawing away at these things. Initially, they all like ah! and screech in like fear and alarm, but then they're like, oh, and they start laughing and giggling inanely. Okay. Next up would be Cyrano Tiam.
Yeah, especially now with all these eagles flying above me, I'm gonna hold my action until one of them swoops down, and I'm going to attack it if one comes near me in my attack range.
All right. Well, it is their turn next. So all of the little creatures that have an eagle to deal with are going to do that. So let me go ahead and pop this in. What's the AC on your little birdies?
14.
All right, so we'll start down here and just kind of go circle around. So the first one,
Yeah.
that's a hit. Second one
My birds. Yeah.
is a hit. Third one
Beautiful bird, baby.
My naturey
is a
birds.
hit.
Oh,
Fourth one
You should have summoned swans.
is a
Yay!
miss. And the last one is a miss. Okay, so the first 3 are going to get hit. Do these things have much of a saving throw?
Some saving throw.
Okay.
I assume it'll be a fortitude saving throw, or
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they might just outright die.
These things don't hit hard enough to kill them outright. The first one's hurt for 3.
So that's 2 health left. Yeah.
Second eagle
There's snow in your birdie.
takes
One.
1 because it can't go less than 1. And the last one is going to take also a 1. But they all have to make a fortitude save.
All right. 1, 2,
okay.
2,
Oh my god.
Okay.
and then 3.
Okay.
Okay.
So the one that took the most damage fails his by really.
And basically, it spirals out of the sky like. And it's going to take impact damage on the ground. So as soon as they only have 1 hit point, that one is dead. The others manage to survive and save. Okay, so let's go for the 3 that are left. So the closest one here is going to swoop down, fly under with its wings tapped behind it, and it is going to make a little diving attack at Cyrano. You held your action for that very reason, so you get to go first.
Okay. Yep, I'm gonna go and stick both my swords up in its direction.
All right.
And I have to do. So remind me again, if I'm doing the full attack, I have to do both weapons because they're both different. Do I do the full attack for each, or the single attack for each? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, do the full attack, because that'll be both with the modifiers in.
Yeah.
The full attack will have both.
Okay.
Including the minuses, so it's full attack.
No,
on the
it
other
has
one
the
would be-
minuses.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay.
That's
So
the
the
most damage
first
I've ever
one
done.
is your...
Shadowy slice. And the
Uh,
second would be my offhand.
Okay, alright. As it zooms in, you're like, shoot, shoot, swipe at it, and it very nimbly, like, scoots
Jesus.
around. Both blows come very close, but don't
Oh,
hit
man.
it.
That's the most damage I've ever rolled in my life, and of course I didn't hit.
Alrighty.
Unbelievable.
And he is going to attempt to land and bite.
Oh, that hits.
18.
Ooh.
Alright, so the damage, as it sinks its sharp little teeth in,
I know how this goes. I'm going to be out for the entire fight, as always. I can feel it. I
1
know
point
it.
of damage.
Here it comes.
And you
Here
need
it
a
comes
fortitude
again.
save.
Hold on.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
were we rested? We were rested, weren't we?
You were, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I didn't have
Yeah,
it.
everybody's fully healed, fully healthed, and fully
Oh
everything.
no.
Here we go. Fortitude save.
Fortitude save, yes,
Come
sir.
on, Cyrano. Yep,
Oh
here we
my
go.
God.
All right, see you guys later. Every time, every fight.
Oh my god.
Every fight.
Oh.
Yeah, it's only a 13 to succeed as well. It's a really low one.
But fortitude is not my strong suit. I'm a tiny little man.
Alrighty. Okay, then initially, as well as starting to feel really tired, your whole body just starts to feel kind of sluggish. Temporarily, at least, you're down 1 dex.
Oh.
Your dex is down by 1.
So do I
no.
do I do a -1 at the temp? Is that the easiest way to do that?
You just take 1. Yeah, put a -1 in the temp. That's right.
Okay, got it. Got it.
All right. Okay. Then the last 2 are going to go for Britannica before she moves. So they're both going in for the bite. Deliver their nasty little poisons. 7 is not close, and 18 is not a hit either, I don't believe. Okay,
Oh, nice.
so yeah, they both dive in and don't succeed. So the good news is you're not actually unconscious, Snokes. You
Yeah.
are just, as I said, you've lost a point of dex at this point.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, next up would be Britannica. So, because all of this is happening, so do you want to continue with that plan, or are you changing your mind after
Yeah, if
you're
you don't
getting
mind, I
dive
thought-
bombed by Quasits?
I thought we were going to get to do that stuff and then initiative. So if it's okay, I would definitely like to change my...
Yeah, of course it is.
Things
Yeah,
saying
this
I'm
isn't Star
actively
Wars where
being
you have to
attacked.
declare it ahead of time, so you can totally change.
Yes, all right. So then I'm going to hack at this guy right in front of me.
What are you doing with the pole that you're holding then?
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm going to
Your
look
axe is a
back and see-
two-handed axe, so you can't swing that axe and hold that pole.
Yes, I'm going to do the same as Elecma and jam it into the ground behind
Okay.
me and step out from under it so that I'm exposed, but I'm going to go for...
All right.
Yeah, with my
I
axe.
will allow that to count as your move,
Okay,
so you
That's
can
fine.
still make an attack. Go for it.
okay. All right. Crush this little thing.
Nice.
Damn.
Okay, 20. That's a solid blow. That does 22 points of damage. It is an evil outsider, so your axe does additional damage.
Does it really?
I don't believe if you hit these things, I don't think that they can survive you.
That's 2d6, right?
Yeah. They can survive, but you'd have to roll piss poor.
Well, don't say that.
All right, yeah, so basically you're like, strike this thing. As it hits it, it goes and like explodes in a shower of grey dust.
Excellent.
Okay. Annie St. Clair, what do you want to do? So all of a sudden, as you're about ready, suddenly the netting has dropped considerably lower, so you're having to like duck way down to be able to do anything.
Wait, is it really dark out? I forgot.
It is dark-ish, but it is not pitch black yet. You can all still see.
All right, I was just wondering if they turned from bats. I was just wondering if it was very odd. If I knew that they seemed more like nocturnal creatures. Could gauge from them moving in on us.
It's very possible.
Red eyes.
I mean, they've got red eyes. You could make that assumption if you want.
Okay, since I'm stuck under this net, I'm just gonna yell, "Go away!" And then I like throw my hand up in the air and I cast daylight in a 60-foot radius.
Oh,
Daylight. Are you doing that with Serenity's Fury?
With Serenity's Fury, yep.
Okay, so basically 2 of the little sun icons that are on the blades like go and fizzle away. They like fall off, like drop off the blade like little glittery sparkles. And you drop a daylight spell. Okay. So basically what is going to happen when daylight is cast, so it lasts for like an hour for you. And the object touched, which is automatically going to be Serenity's Fury because it's on the sword. So basically, there is a 60-foot dome echoing off of the sword that's as bright as daylight. And then it's about 60 foot beyond that. So it's like 120 foot of light. But it's like bright, broad daylight. So any creatures that could be affected by light can definitely be hurt by this as well. But, yeah, okay. So, poof. It suddenly illuminates all around your area.
Sorry, guys.
And not because they are necessarily completely nocturnal, but because of the instant change in light, everything is going to have to make a fortitude save. So everybody make a fortitude save.
Damn it.
Oh, here we go again.
Good luck, Serena.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
okay.
Oh,
Right, Britannica,
The
you are
angel.
basically
My
you are
eyes.
dazzled for a round,
But
which
you
means
love
for the
light.
next round you're at minus
Apparently not
4.
yours.
You're an angel. It's light.
I only like my
wrong
own
with you?
brand.
Yeah, the problem is it was dark and then suddenly it was bright daylight, like bam. People's eyes don't adjust that quick. All right, and fortitude saves for these little dudes. What is their fortitude? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them.
Come on.
These little dudes.
Oh my god.
I think it's 7.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, 3. 4 of them are also dazzled by the bright light. So they're also at minus 4. All right, start of the next round. Alekma, what do you want to do?
I'm going to actually escape the netting, so I'm going to try to dig it into the ground and spin out of the back of it.
Okay.
Grab my spear and try to help my eagles. So I'm going to attack the one that I'm facing.
Okay, so you're gonna leap out and attempt to stab one of these little dudes. Okay. Let's see which one's
The one I'm facing. Oh, the light really fucked me over.
Yeah, that didn't hit. Sorry, everyone.
You're not gonna like me because the eagles have a lot of attacks. So
I know that's all right. But you need to you got to make your saving throws for your eagles too.
Oh, that's right.
Because you got 4 eagles, so
Yes. Oh, that's just gonna complicate things. Okay.
We'll see if I just hurt my party more by doing that or not.
technically no.
All right. Oh, I forget the +3. It's but it is those. So all of them fail.
Okay, so every eagle is basically at a -4 to hit then.
Great.
All right. So 40,
Okay, I
20
take it
minus
back, Jay.
1.
Yes, you hindered your party more.
seriously.
All right. So first talent attack for all my eagles. Each of these is with a -1. So thank you, Jane.
Okay. You're welcome, she says.
So -1 on all of those. Any hits?
19.
19.
The 19 is a hit.
And this is the second attack. Any hits? -1 for each of those.
None of those are a hit.
And this is the bite. So the bite has a worse stats. Thank you, Jane. Again, I'm just gonna keep thanking you. So this is -3 on all of these. So I have to roll 17, I think, right?
Their AC is 18, so.
Oh, so none of them will hit.
Christ.
Yeah, so and all of that, one eagle got a claw attack in.
Thank you, Jane.
Yeah, you're
Hey,
welcome.
it's a 4. This
Okay.
is
Thanks for
damage.
trapping me in this net.
Alright. Yeah, which you kind of just, she kind of is stuck under there, so. She can crawl out.
Just get out.
Alright,
Lazy
so
butt.
you've rolled your eagles. It is Cyrano and the Quasit's turn next. So, Cyrano, what are you doing? You can still act.
Okay. When they swoop in, do they fly back up again?
Well, what they've done this first attacks, they kind of flew down and just attempted to do nips, flyby nips at you. So yes,
Okay.
they don't they haven't flown down and just tried to duke it out. But they're staying close enough to where you can swat at it.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna drive my swords up at the one that I was engaged with in the first place.
Alrighty.
I'll be doing that again. I have my -1 added, so that will be affected by all of this. Full attack, yes. Oh my god!
Oh dear. All right.
Wow, I'm not rolling well tonight.
Uh-oh.
Okay, second round. So this is when the secondary damage kicks in.
Uh-oh.
Okay, as you kind of lethargically swoop up,
Yeah.
you start to feel your arms start to feel really, really heavy, and everything starts to feel your muscles start to tighten. Another 3 points of dex is off.
Okay, so I'm at -4 now.
So you're at -4 on your dex. Okay. It is their turn. So after the flash of light, the ones that failed. Let me see. I need to be able to do this. Can I get over here? Yeah. Okay. So the first few that failed, literally disappear. They I just moved a bird. I didn't mean to use a bird. I meant to move a thingy. Alrighty. Right, yeah, they just vanish. The others that were the ones that failed kind of just vanished. Some kind of defense mechanism or panic kicked in and they disappeared. The remaining ones, however, are going to retaliate. So a sly look is on the ones that were up there by the eagles. as they literally seem to ignore the birds at this point. And these two both kind of zoom down, and they are going to attack Alekma. The first one is going to try to attack with a nip.
That is exactly my AC.
Oh,
so.
okay. So, the bite sinks into your forearm and only does 2 points of damage, but you got a DC 13 Fortitude save.
So I am close to a paladin, correct? Don't I get a help on my saving throw?
Not unless it's against fear.
Oh, you really are just useless.
Holy shit!
Horrible.
Holy shit!
Yeah, see how useless she is when you need healing again.
Okay, all right.
Okay, you pass, so you're not affected by the poison. The other one, however, is not going in with the poison. He is going in claws ablazing.
Oh, don't blaze your claws at me. Oh.
So he dives in and like flutters in front of you, and he starts slashing at you. You manage to duck one, but the other finds its mark.
Okay. Ouch.
And it will do 1 damage. Okay. Let's see. We've got 2 more here. So the other 2, again, ignoring any eagles. I want to move this eagle so I can move my... too many icons on here. There we go. All right, so the other 2 are going to attack Britannica. You haven't been bit yet, have you?
No.
All right, so the first one is going to attempt to bite you,
No.
and he will miss. The other one will attempt to double claw.
Damn it.
And he
1.
claws you for... a point of damage.
Okay.
A whole point of damage.
I can handle that, I guess.
Do you have damage reduction?
I know, no, yeah, evil outsiders, can they not hit me?
You tell me. What does it say?
Oh, shoot, where was that?
Should be on your sheets.
Uh,
You might be right, but I don't have all the Astral Diva stuff right in front of me, so I can't look it up.
hold on, where was it?
You have a damage reduction of 5.
Yeah. Yep, I have damage resistance of +5.
Okay, that means you ignore the first 5 points of any damage. So again, these things probably can't actually hurt you.
No. Thanks, Jane. I don't want any damage points on me.
Yep. That's kind of like, that's why they're not bothered with the Eagles, because the Eagles can't hurt them, because they got some damage reductions as well. All right. That's all those little buggers can do. So, Britannica, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna swing at.
Yeah,
the
to you
next
guys, these things are more of an annoyance than anything else, to be honest.
Fucking this up.
Mind you, you could definitely see how they could be a problem for farmers. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Another
Nice.
one is destroyed because, again, by the time you add that,
I want most.
yep,
Just don't claw me.
dust. Okay. Annie.
Yeah, so I awkwardly try to remove this netting from me to...
Yeah,
be
you
out
can
in the
definitely
open.
get out from underneath it with your
Okay.
move action. It's not that hard.
Right.
I'm protecting you.
And I'm gonna swing at one of these imps here.
Okay.
With my sword, finally. 2 hits. 1 second.
Yeah, you actually get a second attack now, I think, don't you?
Whoa.
I do. Isn't that nice?
Paladin power. Get in there. The second one is a hit for 4. But it is. But as soon as you're doing it with Serenity's Fury, the damage reduction doesn't apply.
Okay.
Normal shit he can shrug off, but he actually takes 4 points of damage. So you belt one of them and he squeals loudly.
Stop that!
No, you stop.
Oh, okay.
Right, Alekma.
Go away.
Lecky Poo.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack with my Spirarino.
Okay. Just to
Can
save
everybody
time,
name-
we can ignore the
Spirarino.
eagle attacks because they cannot hurt these things.
Okay.
That, on the other hand, just blew one of them into tiny little shards of dust.
Nice.
Okay.
I wanted to roll more 20s. Damn it. Go on.
So, I mean, if you
No, I'm
if you
kidding.
selfishly want to roll all these dice for that reason
No.
and slow the combat down for everybody,
Yeah.
you
I'm
go
not gonna
right
do
Is that
ahead.
what you want?
I'm not
Shaggy?
gonna do
Is that
that.
what you
That is
want?
what he wants.
Just give me the
Look
20,
at the twinkle in his
please.
eye.
I do.
Like
it.
Okay.
Of course you would.
All right, Cyrano.
Oh god.
Because I'm getting so sleepy, I think I'm getting in that state where I can't really cognitively think of anything else better to do. So I'm just gonna keep, and you guys can really see me struggling to like almost lift my 2 swords like off my own shoulder, like as I just kind of throw them almost out towards these things coming at me.
Well, you've got none around you.
Oh, I don't.
No, they all vanished.
Don't even know their
You just go and
Okay, well then, those ones fainted. Okay, but I can see one that's around me, right?
over by me, I guess.
Yeah, there's one you can get to close by. Chris
Yeah,
Tactics.
so because I haven't lost.
Incidentally, Chris Tactics is back. Let me unshutter you. Sorry, when you enter disappear, I shuttered you, and I forgot to unshutter you.
Thank you. Sorry.
So I'll kind of
Number
work my
over
way
there and
under the net, but I still have enough about me to try to get behind this thing.
okay.
Because I haven't lost too much. My dex is still 15.
Yeah, you're still.
So that's
I mean, you're
functional.
You're actually probably for you. You're very lethargic and slow, but
Yeah.
you're probably still quicker than the average bear.
But I'm starting to feel it, and I'm still gonna with both my swords.
Okay.
Trying to hit into the
I
back
like the noises coming from
of this
him.
guy. Well, that's what it sounds like. Would that be flank then? Getting behind
Yeah,
it?
flanking would count. You
Okay.
get +2 for flanking.
Cool. We'll attack again, but a big disadvantage at my rolls here. So
Hey.
Ooh.
Well, the good news is the second one hits. The bad news is that's not Shadowy Slice. It's just a regular weapon, and it's like hitting a piece of iron.
no.
It doesn't do any damage to this thing. It's like clang.
do I get a backstab though?
No, because you didn't do any
I
initial
don't.
damage, so it didn't get through.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got a. These things they have a DR of 5 unless you're using certain things. So
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Shadowy Slice, not a problem.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Shadowy Slice doesn't want to work.
Nope.
All right, it is their turn. Okay, so Britannica, you've got one that's attacking you. Let me go ahead and set this one up first. All right, so the first one, again, at this point, they are resorting to claw attacks. They're not worrying so much about the bites. That is not working for them. Leaps in with both of his sharp little claws, and I think he'll hit for 1.
Just one, yes.
Oh. So, for 2 points of damage. However, suddenly, all around you, reappearing as they attack, the 3 that disappeared are back. They just went invisible. Because they can do that anytime they want to. just long enough to lull you into a full sense of security. And they are all going to get flanking.
Holy shit.
So there are 3 more coming at you. And why are they singling you out? You probably should be able to figure that out already, because you clearly are something that they need to not like. First one.
Nope.
2 claw attacks.
Nope.
Misses. Second one, 2 claw attacks. That's a 17 and an 18, so that's 1 hit. And the third one, the good news is, again, they can't hurt you. Because they can't do 5 damage with claws. So, unbeknownst to them, they leap in and they're like, ah! And start just scratching and tearing at you. And they seem to be getting noticeably more frustrated than anything else. And the only other one that's left is there to take a couple of claw attacks at Alekma. That's the last one. Because you're fighting one still, right?
Yeah. Ouch.
And he is going to get...
Ouch.
Okay, so he manages to sink both of his grubby little claws in.
Bastard.
For 1 and for 2. So 3 points of claw damage. Okay. Britannica.
Yes.
Okay, so you got 4 of them swarming you. But I mean, you can feel them clawing at you, but like as they're hitting you, it's like there's like little flashes of light, like as the holy energy from the astral plane is repelling their individual attacks.
Okay. I am going to... It's my turn, right?
It is.
Okay. Can I reach out and grab one of them?
You may attempt to do that with a grapple, yes.
Okay, I'm going to try to grab one. Careful. Where is it? I don't have grapple on.
Under stats is down below beneath base attack and fortitude saving throws.
Oh, on that page.
It says grapple. Yeah.
Gotcha, sorry. Minimum spot.
All right, so can he beat a 28 with a -6 grapple? No, he can't. Yeah, so you basically snatch up and grab one around the waist.
So I'm going to grab it and then I'm going to take off and taunt all of the other ones. Like, come here, you want your little friend, you better come and get him. And I'm going to go up to like, bring them up with me.
Okay, he is doing this number. He's like trying as hard as he can to bite down on your hand. But he can't. All he's getting is a taste of astral energy, and he doesn't like that very much. Okay, so yeah, so you snatch one up and fly up into the air. Where are you?
You can get rid of the net, I guess.
Yeah, we'll throw the net over out the way. Okay, so you're zooming up, and you've grabbed one, and you have it in your clutches. Okay, unfortunately, these are evil little shits and are selfish and don't give a crap about their friend. In fact, what they do is, after seeing how futile their attacks were, the 3 that were kind of there are going to do something different. Annie, you get to attack first, though.
Oh no.
You just left all of us there.
Oh shit.
It was a good idea. I appreciate the idea.
I
The
better
sense of
If
use
these
my
it.
weren't little
heroic-
assholes, little chaotic evil shitbags, then
My
it
heroic
might have
effort.
worked. But they don't care about each other.
Great. Alright, yeah,
Thought maybe they were
I'll
siblings.
be slashing at the same one I was attacking.
Okay. Whoa.
Fuck. No.
Not with those though. You know.
What the? Yay!
Okay. So actually, what's going to happen now?
Wait. I had a temp still on here. Can you add +4?
For what's that for?
Hold on, I hit a negative. Can you add +2? Do either of those hit with a +2?
No.
Does 17 hit? Damn it.
Nope.
All right, never mind.
18.
Never mind.
Never mind, sorry. Okay, so, in fact, what they're going to do, as Britannica grabs the one and flies up into the air holding onto it, the others are going to use this as the perfect opportunity to piss off and get out of this combat situation. So they all around you, you just see them go, and they just vanish. Alekma, do you wish to do anything?
Is the one in front of me vanishing too?
Yes.
I mean, can I try to hit it where
You
it
absolutely
was?
can. You can stab to where you think it was.
I mean, I was gonna pluck a feather and use that to stab, but that might be too. If they're disappearing, it might be too quick, right? So.
Yeah, I mean,
I
basically, they're going invisible, so technically they're still there.
Okay. So, I'm gonna stab at the. This might double.
Actually, let me take that back. He can. These others. So this one is going to go. This one will disappear, and this one. These cannot, because they've already done it today. So he is going to disappear. So Alekma is an 18. You'd be at -4 to hit.
Still?
What are you doing?
Why am I at -4?
Because it's invisible.
Yeah, so I miss it.
Okay.
Nice,
So you stab to where you think it was, but fortunately for him, he was already flying and trying to get out of the way. Cyrano. So the one directly in front of you vanishes as well. But then you saw those ones disappear and then reappear by Britannica. So you know technically he's probably still about.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to, even though I see him disappear, I'm like, I know he's still there. I'm still going to try my best to swipe forward.
So same thing, you get a -4 to hit.
Okay. And I'm already at, oh god.
With all your other minuses.
I know, but it's what he would do still.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Full attack, yes.
Why is it? Yeah, no. You're like...
Oh my god.
Swiping at nothing. Okay, so with that being
Lord.
said, this one will have vanished and he will get out of there. This one will vanish and get out of there. These ones cannot. This one and this one, seeing as they cannot go invisible to get out of here, they are going to fly away. So for all intents and purposes, unless anybody's got a ranged attack, they're going to be trying to get out of there. So
Can I just go and snatch them as they fly past me? Will there be an attack of opportunity?
I'll give you an attack of opportunity. You have, I mean, I was assuming you're holding the axe with one hand and clutching the thing with the other. So, but if you want to swap one with an axe, go for it.
One. Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you swat at this one as he zooms by.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Plus 2d6. Once again, instant dust.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's not an attack of opportunity, but my next turn I would.
You want to throw at it? Okay.
and throw.
So Britannica, your regular attack. So you have one of these in your grasp, and he is screaming at you.
Let me go! Let me go!
Jane already got me. I want to just squeeze the life out of it.
Oof.
She knew where I
Well,
was going with
considering,
I just want to go
considering
like a
he
little grape.
can't stop you, and considering he can't hurt you, it'll probably take you a couple of rounds to do it. But yeah, I mean, he's got 13 hit points to squeeze out.
Couple of rounds to slowly strangle him.
God.
I imagine its eyes
So,
bulge a little bit, right?
So
Yeah.
D3 plus your strength bonus damage.
Oh, your strength is high, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty badass. So
Slash R 1d3 plus your modifier.
whatever you got.
This is like.
Three plus-
Karsus 19, thank you for the raid, my friend.
Hey, Carson,
Appreciate
thank
you,
you.
dude. much
Thank
love.
you. Welcome.
Welcome.
Have some mimics and some nipsters. Appreciate it. Welcome to the show. All right. Yeah, your
So
strength
23.
bonus should be next to in the box to your thing, and then it'd be /R
Yeah.
space 1d3
I rolled it. That's the
plus
23,
whatever that
right?
strength bonus is.
Your strength bonus is not 22.
Oh, the bonus?
The
Oops.
bonus, not the whole
I thought you
strength.
said the whole
Jesus
thing.
Christ, who'd ever use a weapon?
So,
Oh my god, I thought that's what you said.
She-Hulk,
No, the modifier, the number next
Oh,
to it.
okay.
which is probably a 5 or a 6 anyway.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think.
yes,
maybe a
it's
6.
Okay, 1d3 plus 6. Guys, math sucks. I like 22 better. All right.
Okay, yeah, so you
Eight.
squeeze
Jesus.
8 points of life out of this thing. That's almost half killed it. It's like, as its eyes start to bulge in its head and they start to like pop. Alright. Annie, you have an action if you want it.
I mean, yeah. Well, is there any near me?
Nope.
Okay. That's gross. Stop.
Are you screaming that? You're screaming that at
That's it.
Britannica?
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna turn. I don't want to see that and like shield my face from it.
But this? This is necessary.
Fly right down to her and then finish, pop it right next to her like a
Yeah.
giant.
I'm putting my shield up to block from the.
Okay,
attacks that are about to explode.
So next round. So start of the next round is this one. So Alekma, you said you were going to try to hurl a spear at this thing?
Yes, I am plucking one of my feathers for the insight,
Okay.
and I'm going to aim my obsidian's flight and give it a little throw.
Okay, so that basically, when you pluck a feather and hurl it, that gives you basically true strike, which is plus 20 to hit.
Ugh.
Yep, that's a hit.
Nice.
Wow.
And max damage.
Crushed.
Yep. Once again, it just bursts into a shower of gray dust.
And then I bring the spear back to me with a flick, with a snap of my fingers, like Thanos.
Okay. Birds are still flying around.
Yeah, they can go. They're useless. They can fuck off.
You're gonna
Nature failed me.
you're
I'm
gonna
just pissing it off.
unsummon the birds.
Yes, I'm unsummoning the birds.
You have failed me for the last
No,
time,
yeah.
Admiral.
I'm gonna turn off daylight too.
Oh, you want to turn daylight off?
I think so. There's no.
Okay. Then it goes dark again very, very quickly. Britannica, you can continue to squish this thing if you want to.
I'm going to continue to squish this thing.
The others
So-
are not going to come back. They're not going to re-engage in any world that they are smart enough to do so. Do it Aussie style.
I know, right? So gross.
8 plus 7, that's enough. Okay, you're like... And finally you see the glowing red fade from its eyes. And eventually as the last kind of crunch happens in your hand, it like just falls away from your clutched fist in like a shower of grey dust. Almost like ash. All right, okay. As the last
Let her back
of
down.
the little creatures disappears, you are left once again as the daylight spell was dismissed. You guys are down here, and it's kind of just starting to get... It seems to be a lot darker now than it was before, but maybe that's just the sudden adjustment of light as the daylight spell was dismissed. Carsus19, thank you for the follow, and Glorious Creator, thank you for the cheer. Much appreciated. Take your pants
Thank
off.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Very much appreciate the cheering today. Let me go ahead and eat some mimics. Delicious mimics. And happy Gary Gygax Day to everybody, if you're just tuning in. Alrighty. So yeah. Clearly these little things were what was upsetting the locals. And while they had little chance against seasoned, heroic adventurers such as yourselves, especially one that's custom built to fight stuff like this, you can see why simple travelers and merchants would have had problems. What do you guys want to do? Are you still winged?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
still on high alert because I'm aware that other ones got away, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still like,
And you know that they
Where's the
can
rest?
be invisible, so for all you know, there could be dozens of them just watching and waiting.
Ooh. I don't see any.
Is everyone okay?
You're gonna see Suno kind of drop to one knee, seemingly out of breath, something you've never really seen him before after a fight.
I'm gonna run over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably a little groany as well, like as he moves, it's probably like he's just been laying
Did you
floor
get
tile
bit?
for an entire
Are you
weekend,
sleepy?
which I did the other weekend, and I can sympathize.
Sort of. Maybe it was the sprint I did. I really pushed. So I'm gonna get mad, but I think
Because it didn't do much damage for the bite. I think I'm gonna kind of check myself over and through the adrenaline go,
I think there is a bite here.
Yeah, and it does
Yeah.
look kind of red and nasty. Like,
Oh,
sort of
yeah.
already it looks infected.
Let me take a look, please. I'm gonna
Sure. Here, take a look.
look at it.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to touch it and cast healing touch on it, just one of my innate abilities. For like 5 health points, see what happens.
Okay. You will heal the bite.
Okay.
So the wound itself kind of
There we go.
clears up and goes away with the holy touch from the paladin, but you still feel like crap.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, but I don't think that was the main problem. I just
Do you
feel.
still feel tired?
Yes, I feel
Where's your?
lethargic.
Do you have your water skin?
Yes.
Oh, let me see it.
Well, here you go.
Okay, and I'm gonna untwist it. Like, all right, here we go. I'm just gonna dump it on your head. Wake up! There we go. Should feel better now.
Okay.
All right, here,
you
take a
feel
sip too.
wet.
Hand it to him.
I just feel wet now.
But you don't want to sleep, do
Oh,
you?
that water's heavy. Why did you dump such a heavy water on me?
What kind of water did you put in this?
Water, but did you make it heavy? It just feels heavy.
I didn't.
Got lead in it.
Okay, well, I'm just saying it feels heavy.
Okay, well, take a sip of it as well. I didn't dump all of it.
Maybe we should go. You know.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the net idea, Alekma.
Well, it works.
I got stuck under there.
Hey, those potions didn't work at all.
Actually, I think mine did.
Did yours?
Yeah, good. Look. Didn't do it. They were clawing all at me. And
I had
not
the
a
same one
scratch.
as you. I guess
Okay.
I didn't get hit a bit either.
Maybe
They didn't-
yours expired.
They didn't repel them, though.
No, but I will take it. I will take it. I was right, and the net sort of works, at least initially.
None of this worked.
Your eagle's not so much, though, Alexa.
None of it worked, Alekma.
Yes.
I mean, my stuff worked pretty good.
Yeah, can we go, please?
Right.
Yes.
A
Sure,
few
I mean,
jacks often
People
works
know
well.
where we are if there's people around because of my daylight spell, so we should get moving.
Yep, I'll be right behind you.
All right.
know,
Like
can you-
hold out an arm, like, come on.
Are you taking
I'm,
the net?
I'm fine. I just,
I'm not
Not
taking
fine.
Discarding
Can
the
you
net
move?
by the roadside.
Throwing the net
I'm
away.
fine. I'm fine. I'll be right behind you.
Wait,
Go ahead.
Alekma, we are not throwing away the net. You leave it as you found it. That's what park rangers say.
Yeah, you could just
I'm gonna
you
start
can't litter
gathering
it.
it up.
It's literally wood. It belongs here.
Wood
That's not
and
how-
twine.
But if an animal gets trapped in this, Alekma, wouldn't you hate that? It's
Right.
not part of nature.
I love how we go back and forth between the urgency of the shards and the mission and these petty
Right.
little things.
Takes 2 seconds, Alekma. Just don't litter. That's all
Hey,
I'm
look,
asking.
I've already gathered
What
it all
are we
up.
doing?
So you're
Please
rolling it
tell
up
me.
and taking it, Annie?
Let's move. And then I'm going to
Yeah.
scoop up
Okay.
Cyrano and be like, all right, little sleepy man, let's go.
Hey. Yeah.
All right.
Right, be on alert. There's still more out there.
Are you
We don't know
flying
how-
me?
Yes, I'm flying.
Oh,
you.
okay. Yeah, I'd be like, I don't think.
So you're like
this
gonna
is
just
fine.
grab him by the waist and like fly along? Okay.
Well, no, like a little baby princess.
Oh, you're gonna hold him like that?
I'm holding it like this.
I like how Matt looks way better.
I'm gonna hold him by his underpants and just
Yeah.
the scruff of his neck.
Bye.
Just sleep.
Go to sleep.
God, just
Don't enjoy this. This isn't fun.
Just be careful. The last thing that she gave a fly ride to, she wringed the life out of it. So.
Yeah, you'd be just as easy to crush.
Okay. All right. And then you guys are just going to carry on following the path in the hills.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds like fun. Then let me go ahead and we'll move you on. All right. All right, about another hour or so, and by now it is getting pretty dark. You can still see, just because there's a little moonlight, but other than that, by the time you see what you're about to see, it is pretty black out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the correct Britannica on the map. Gotta make sure we have the right Britannica. And we'll have a being carried Cyrano.
You should just get a token of a baby, you know?
Little baby.
Be right back, Gore.
Okay, sweet little baby.
Should we maybe take a break?
Well, I mean, we can, but we've only got 30 minutes left, so
Oh, that's true.
I
Jeez,
figured
time
we'd
really
just
flies.
keep on keeping on.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're following the main path to the left, you can see what appears to be a side path. At the end of that side path, there is kind of like a conclave of rock. Sitting kind of in the base of it, the lower half obscured, but the top half clearly not so, is a large dome-topped tower. At one point, you could believe that the dome probably shone brightly because it seems to be like a shiny metal, but it is seriously tarnished and kind of faded. So any former glory that might have come from this thing, like if the sun was shining on it at one point in time, it would have probably reflected and lit out a kind of a bright reflection all around the area. But as dull and as diminished as it is right now, probably not so. But you can see this thing nestled down there against the rock. If ever there was something that you might have thought was the most wizardy, towery thing we've seen so far, at least.
It's kind of beautiful.
It's amazing.
Do you think he's nice?
No, that one guy told us like a bunch of times that he's not.
Just reminds me of a song.
Which one's that?
Sing it for us?
The wizard and I. Come on, let's go.
That's it?
Oh, you got
That's
it?
the whole song.
Is the let's go part of it, or?
It's
Yeah,
not
yes.
part of it. No.
Oh,
So just the wizard and I.
Yes.
It's a very short song.
Okay. It's very nice. It's don't sing it too much, it'll probably put me to sleep. It's a nice lullaby. So please be careful.
Okay.
Sure,
Spot
I think-
checks.
Oh, jeez. All right. Spot checks.
Hopefully. Okay, here we go. Come on, Sleepy Cyrano.
Oh no. Okay.
Ooh,
What?
Britannica.
There's the 20.
Oh!
You did it.
Yay!
best. Who voted for me?
I'm not mad.
Of
I'm
course
just
I rolled
disappointed.
a 3.
I'm so happy
Cyrano.
it's not.
God.
I tried to
Natural 20!
I'm not winning.
Alrighty.
See what I've been doing?
Snappy the Halfling, Phantom, Bloodbender, and Dr. Optimal, you won gold because
Yay!
Crispy knows how to roll a dice.
Have you seen how
dare
they're
you,
rolling?
bud. Thanks
How
for
dare
believing
you.
in me.
This is never happening.
You're welcome. Shay immediately
Alright.
tries to
Okay.
kill me.
So, Alekma and Britannica, you notice a couple of skulking little things crouched up there, peering over the top of the roof. You've guessed it. It's those same little assholes that messed with you a little while ago. As soon as that happens, and they realize you've seen them, they all begin to take flight, forming themselves into like a teeny tiny squadron of nasty little winged things as they start to swoop down in your direction with their hands clawed out right in front of them.
How many are there? 3?
I'm not done yet.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus
great.
Christ.
I'm sorry I asked.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
Oh, are they his? We have to get him to stop.
Okay, suddenly, however, one of them kind of like stops, like, and screams,
Wait, wait!
and they all like come to a slow sort of pause. One of them says,
What are we waiting for?
and he goes,
Not them! Those are the ones! Especially not her with the wings. Don't go near them. They'll squish you.
and with that, they kind of all just sort of pause and start to look at each other like, should we do this or should we not do this? Okay, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna look. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna gently lower
Yeah, there's like
Cyrano
10 of these
down
little dudes.
to the ground. I'm gonna put him down. Like, here you go, little buddy.
Okay, thank you.
And then I'm going to fly up in front of them and just be as glorious as I can with my wings. Just like, who wants some? I'm feeling squishy.
Who wants some?
Such an angel thing to say. Whenever I visualize the angel of the Lord coming down to bathe everybody with his glory, first thing he says, "Who wants
Who
some?"
wants some?
I'm
Okay.
gonna look to Annie and immediately say, I don't think the wizard is friendly.
I don't know that. Some people have friends.
How
who
close are
aren't
you going
as
to get to
nice
these
as
things?
They are.
Just enough to be blocking them so that they can't.
We could talk to
like,
them.
Okay, so about there and just kind of
Yeah,
like
I'm hovering. Yeah, I'm just.
fly there with the axe. Okay, so the little squadron of things, they're not moving. They're just like hovering with their little bat wings flying and just trying to decide how they should proceed.
Britannica, tell them why we're here.
Fine.
I like this version of Angry Birds.
Little sprite thingies. Excuse me.
Okay, they kind of point at each other, like, is she talking to us? One of them says,
Go away! This is our tower!
We are here to see. Oh, Wes.
You're here to see the wizard.
We're here to see the wizard. If you all fly off and do us no harm, I won't obliterate all of you.
But it's our tower! You cannot come inside!
Where's the
We
wizard?
stole it fair and square!
You stole it. From who?
The silly old man! They left the portal open.
Where is he?
Well, he's left. This tower's ours now. He's gone.
What portal? Ask Britannica, what
Oh,
portal?
I thought you were just asking. What portal? Where are you from?
We're from way down south.
South, you say. Are you familiar with?
We're not familiars. He tried. He thought that's what he was summoning. Ha ha ha! Stupid wizard.
Are you familiar with? I'm gonna say his name wrong again. Asmodeus?
they all kind of like stop and look at each other.
Why would you say that name? Why would you invoke such terror?
Because we are here at his request. So if you get in our way, he will destroy you.
Asmodeus would destroy you
No,
with your
he sent
horrid,
me
smelly
personally.
wings and your glowing holiness. Your disgusting, despicable selves.
Yes, he does hate my guts, but he still sent me.
Well, he's not here, but we
He
are.
will be.
This is
He will
our
be.
tower. Now go away.
Shall I summon him for you? Hold on. I'll summon him.
Give me an
I'll get
intimidation
him
check.
on the axe right now.
Give me an intimidation check.
You're definitely scared of Lekma, that's for sure. He starts looking around nervously.
Okay, let me find it.
24. Okay. One of them says,
I don't care. Why don't you? No, let's not be hasty.
says another one as he kind of grabs him by the shoulder and pulls him back.
Why do you want to see that foolish old man? I told you he's not here.
He has something we need.
Well, he's not here. So we can't have it.
Well, it might be in there still.
Oh, I'm sure it isn't. I would have seen it. What was it you were looking for anyway?
Not your business. But you need to skedat so we can go look.
Well,
We'll return it to you when we're done. We're not here to stay. We just need to look around unimpeded. So you must go off.
Okay,
Whatever
you see one of
torturing
them
you
like
want to do.
tap him on the shoulder, and he goes, and then you see him kind of whispering to him, and he's like,
oh, that's a great idea. Okay. You may go inside the tower if you can.
Are there more in there?
I don't think any of us were still inside. That's the problem.
one goes, shh. They all kind of move, fly clear out the way, and one of them almost kind of arrogantly goes and offers you the way in.
Okay. Well, look back to everyone and like, well,
You're not really gonna summon him, are you?
no, of course I'm not. But we needed to get him out of here.
Summon Asmodeus, first level spell.
I've got that.
Is it
That's
safe in there?
No, probably absolutely not. But that's where we need to go.
I mean,
Can you wait? Don't you have a thing that you can like tingle on and see what's going on in there? Why don't you see if we should go
A
in
thing
there?
that you can tingle on. I love it.
Or
Wow.
Annie, can't you like detect if there's any evil doings in there?
I could go
There's-
take a look.
There's
I'm gonna fly behind him,
definitely
just push
evil
both of them forward.
presence.
Go ahead, both of you.
fine. I mean, it's gonna be a yes. Those things are purely evil.
yeah,
Well, just
Britannica, I don't think I need to talk to my god to determine that they're trying to trick us in some evil fashion. I mean, they
What do
giggled.
you-
They giggled.
I mean,
Yes,
giggling
giggling
is
is
pretty
the-
evil, let's be honest.
Giggling's
Never-
tricksy.
One evil thing
I mean-
to do.
There's obviously something in there that they want us to encounter, so.
So let's encounter it and crush it.
Or we could just ask them for the specific item to see if they've seen it.
If they know what we want, then they're going to take it and not give it to us. They're evil. Remember the giggling? They're not going to just hand it over. And who knows, maybe the wizard took it with him. We need some clues, anything.
But if the wizard took it with him where the portal went, we're not going to get back by Friday.
The portal, I think, is in there, don't you think?
Yes,
That's
but
where
we
they
won't
came
make it.
from.
But if we follow, we're not going to make it back by Friday.
Uh-huh.
And
Why
we
did we
promised.
take it back by Friday again? I forgot.
Well, the halfling and the protection.
Yeah, Friday morning is when
Yeah, we
your
have to do
little halfling friend is expecting his protection racket people
So
to
you're
show up.
telling me you want to leave a portal open to probably the underworld, letting in all these demons to terrorize towns? You're fine with that, Alekma? I mean, that sounds pretty bad. Pretty worse than murderers.
I think it's more so the fact that if we go in the portal, we're going to be in the underworld,
Not gonna
not
go in it.
prepared.
Let's destroy it.
But what if he went in there with what we need?
Yeah, wait, hold, okay. Wait, hold on, I need to take it back. I'm too energetic. Okay, hold on.
Cut.
Sleepy Cyrano.
Cut. Okay, I'm going to need you to tone the enthusiasm back just
you're,
a little
you're
bit.
giving me too
Okay.
much of this.
Okay.
Too much of this. I need you, remember, you were.
Down here.
You're feeling.
Also, you're wet. Don't
Your
forget.
muscles feel
Right.
tired. You're lethargic.
Yeah, channel the wetness.
Okay, take 2. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
And action.
Good notes. Okay, hold on. Hold on. So we're trying to find this rock, right? That's our number. Isn't that our number one priority here?
Yes.
So shouldn't we go and find that then? Shouldn't
We can't without the stone.
that's what we're looking for, right?
We're trying to find the shard.
Right.
The wizard has.
That's right. So we need to go where the wizard is in order to get the shard.
That's correct.
The only problem I have with this is if he took the shard with him, what if he took it where we need to ultimately go, so we don't need to take the shard to the dwarves to take us back there? What if the portal is where we need to go?
How would we know until we get there?
True.
I say we better go into this tower.
I think we should, and maybe we'll be teleported into a place where time is different. So even 5 days in the portals, only
Are you
5
drunk?
minutes here. I'm tired. I'm saying what I'm saying makes sense. I am not stuttering. What I'm saying is that time might shift differently in this new place, so we could still get back by Friday morning.
See how good I am at being tired? Gore's yawning because I'm being so good at tired.
So
Oh,
boring.
making me feel so sleepy.
Yes.
Anyways, what?
Yes. I
Yes.
think we just
We
gotta
don't-
suck
we
it up
need-
and go into this tower.
We need more
We know
information.
there's gonna be a trap, but we
Of
will
course
fight
there
it.
is.
We're ready for it.
We are very ready for it.
Yep.
It doesn't
See?
look
And I'm
like.
gonna kind of pat him on the back.
We're up for it. We're up for
all
it.
over. It's what we came here for. We can't go back
Mm-mm,
with nothing.
mm-mm.
What you bought the net for, Alekma?
How do we make you feel better, Cyrano, before we go in here?
I don't know. I just feel tired. I mean, sounds like that's what
Is it
happened
a
to the
di-
other people.
Is it a disease?
Yes. I
Well,
don't
I'm just
know.
saying I can take
Being
away.
tired.
If you have a
Could be.
disease,
Can't taste
I
or
can
smell
take it
anything
away.
either.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Ew.
I don't. I don't know. Maybe I possibly. I'm not. That's not really my field, so I'm not exactly sure.
I
Is
mean,
it worth a shot?
Can't you inspect him, Annie, and see if you can figure out what it is? When you looked at his wounds?
I looked at his bug bite.
Hmm. One little.
Well,
bug
what if it's
bite.
like a more of a poison? Does that make it?
well, that's what everyone in town said. And if you
Yeah, maybe
give me
it's
a
poison.
day and rest, I could be able to work it. Unless, I mean, you might be okay by then. You don't look
Right.
like you're dying. You just look slow.
Let me ask you this, Gore.
Mhm.
Because I am very adept at poison making,
Yep.
would that also give me a anti-poison?
If you had
Knowledge?
the ability to make an anti-venom, if you had the ingredients, you can do
You've been
that.
building up the immunity to all poisons.
Yeah.
your
It's
whole
like
life.
iocane powder, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty sure that that is what's affecting you. I mean, you got bit, and after that, it's kind of moved its way up from the bite area and into your shoulder, and so yeah. I mean, you're pretty sure that it's some kind
Okay.
of poison. For
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a poison. I wish I knew what the poison was, because I could probably craft something to help. But I've never seen these things before. So you don't have a little wavy magic to stop a poison? Or...
As I said, give me some rest, and I could beseech my god and work something up.
Annie, nothing in that realm.
I mean, I've been working on this new spell. I don't know if it'll work, but I don't know.
That's fine. Hey,
Yeah.
Cyrano's fine, everyone. Okay? I'm just a little tired. That's no big deal. I'm fine. That's all.
He said he's fine. Let's go.
He said I'm fine. Let's go.
A portal to the underworld is waiting.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
But yeah, is there a way we can not step on a trap or something? I mean,
Yes, don't worry. I've got it.
We have to trust him to find them as he's stumbling around.
Yeah, Cyrano would be the first one up there to try to lead the way. Just
Okay.
to pathfind, I guess.
Come on, little
All right.
buddy.
All right, here we go. Follow my lead now, everyone.
Can I still see those imps up there?
Yeah, they're all sitting up there, and you can kind of see them going, like, egging you on, going. They're like very impatient and like little. They're almost like a pack of little kids, like trying to, wait for something cool to happen. It's like they're waiting for something to occur.
Yeah, okay.
They're like,
I'm still gonna keep going and just be looking out for traps and stuff like that.
okay.
Or whatever. I don't
All
really
right.
see
30
anything.
feet
But...
behind.
So what you do find is as you get closer, first of all, you can see no windows in this tower at all. There is like a wooden stairwell that kind of goes up to a raised platform, like a gangwalk that goes up to a door arch. But there's no visible door. It's just the shape of a door arch and tower. You can also see scattered around things like pots, pans, a busted chest. Like stuff was just discarded and hurled willy-nilly around the base of the tower. There's like an old blanket that's kind of like laying halfway on the top of the stairwell.
Okay. I would just keep going forward, probably.
Okay, one of the little imps, he says,
Hurry! We don't have all day!
Yeah, we're going.
everybody give me a listen check.
Okay.
See if you can overhear a whisper between two of the imps. We got 17, 16, and 8, 11.
Come on, Cyrano.
So-
Be useful. There we go.
yeah.
Oh, okay, Cyrano,
All right.
you do overhear it, which would make sense since you're closest. You hear one of them say,
I hope he figures out how to get back in there. Shh.
I'm gonna slowly turn to the group.
They don't know how to get in there either, by the way, everyone.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
Mm-hmm.
so that's
So
what
if
the
you-
trap is.
If you figure it out, don't say it or do it. Okay?
But,
Okay.
but then
Don't
what do
do
we?
it.
Wait.
Don't do it. Just, give a powwow or say like, oh, we didn't figure it out, and we'll walk away, and then we'll discuss it amongst ourselves. But we can't give away that we know, or else they're gonna know.
What if they don't leave?
Well, we'll figure that out. But at least we could be together, or we could do it quickly or something. But if we're all scattered and one of you figures it out, and you're like, I did it, and they all swoop in, we're in trouble. Okay? Okay,
got it.
great. Okay, here we go.
And I'm gonna turn back around and start. I'm gonna at least go to the front door first, just
okay, right, you
just to check it out.
walk up the wooden stairs and walk along the boom, 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 across the gangwalk. I mean, it's only about probably raised 10 foot off the ground, but that's where the door is. It's like the door is 10 foot up, so you couldn't just walk up to it and tap on it. You'd actually, if this wasn't here, it would be out of reach.
Okay, is there like a lock mechanism? Or
So you
anything
look
I
at
can
it,
see?
it appears to be just shiny metal. Like, other than the fact that there's an archway to indicate that this could be a door, nothing else does.
Okay.
Oh, Christy.
It's
I'm sorry, everyone.
it's not fair. You don't have to apologize. It's cool.
If I make him go, he's gonna get upset. So
No, it's fine. He's good.
he's feeling a little lonely tonight.
Well, we're almost done anyway. I mean, it is
Yeah,
about
that's
that
what I told
time. I
him,
mean,
so
he's
that's why
been
he's
pretty
kinda-
darn good.
He's watching the clock.
So I'm gonna use a cantrip as I see Cyrano up there by the door.
Okay.
And just real
I'm-
quick, before you say that, just so
Sure.
Gordon knows this. Sorry, I'm gonna be fanning my wings out as wide as possible to try to block all of their views while I'm clapping,
Okay, so you're like doing
while
this.
they try to investigate. Yeah, I'm kind of like,
Okay.
much like I'm doing here.
I am going to cast Detect Magic. Being a wizard, it makes sense. So
Okay.
60-foot cone-shaped concentration. I'm
Oh,
just gonna
right.
focus.
Yeah, there is huge, very potent magical auras coming off this doorway.
So as more rounds pass, I can kind of discern their nature. Right?
It is
So-
protection magic. Basically, the aura is a strong aura, and it is specifically located on the door area itself. And as I
Okay.
said, you can make a spellcraft skill check if you want to determine the school of magic, but it's pretty obvious.
Right. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna just roll it just to roll it. 19. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be a protection type magical spell for sure.
So I'm just gonna open my eyes with my hands kind of raised. Yeah, there's a ward or magical fields protecting it. Very strong, very powerful.
Okay, so how do we get in?
Say the magic word.
Gotcha.
Cowabunga!
Is it Cowabunga?
Open sesame.
Meh, no.
Wizard!
I mean,
Open, please. Is please the magic word?
maybe his name.
Not celebrate
Cinnamon.
DiGiorno.
Did you say
DiGiorno.
cinnamon?
DiGiorno.
Centerin!
Well, why aren't you going in? Go on, go in. Hurry up, go inside. Whatever it is you're
Maybe-
looking for, it's definitely in there. Go on, get inside there and have a look.
Hey, pipe down. Okay? Adults are talking. Okay, how do you know that it's magical?
Because I detected it.
Okay, can you detect how to open it?
No.
Okay, cool. Useless. All right. So then, what if it's magical? That's obviously out of my capabilities. So what do we do?
Well,
You just knock.
I sort of knocked around. It's just a sheet of metal.
Britannica is protective of us, so maybe her very nature would let it open. I mean,
Go
Go
she's
fly
there.
next to it. See what happens to
Yeah,
you.
Britannica, go ahead. I guess that makes sense. I'll say.
Wanted to see, but okay, I'll
Well-
try it.
I mean, you said yourself you're here to protect us.
All right, I'm gonna go try to, I guess, open it, jiggle it, see if anything
You
happens.
got it. Just
Open it. Open.
Okay.
I'm an angel. Open up.
Yeah, it's not really doing much. Kind of metal and shiny and solid and cold to the touch, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Okay, I'm gonna start
Command it to
walking
open
it
up.
And looking through all these, whatever the discarded stuff is, just to see if there's, like a hide a key somewhere. You know?
Okay, realtor.
Give me a search roll.
Okay.
Yeah, he probably knows wherever he's looking for the fake rock and.
Yep, I know all the tells. I should get advantage on this, but that's fine. I'll just roll straight.
Okay.
22.
So you have a kind of a good scatter. Well, the bad news is you don't find a key. But you do find discarded, over to the side where some various different kitchen utensils and stuff are. You do find a small leather bag. Upon picking it up, it's kind of chinky, and looking
Okay.
inside, there's 23 gold and 5 silver in there. Just discarded, thrown on the floor.
Okay, I'll spin around. Jackpot!
Found a
in my
key?
bag.
Oh no, I found some money.
Oh,
Maybe
What's
we
that
can
gonna do?
I call a locksmith out here and pay him, I guess. I don't know. I found fine. Not exciting. I have
get a grip, Cyrano.
I
Okay,
just found like 23 gold. Okay, fine, it's fine. I'll take it.
this
Sorry, I
is
won't bother you next time with
It's
it.
all yours.
this is gonna get a little weird. So don't judge me, guys.
We
Okay.
frequently do.
He's gonna
This
get
character
ready
has
to
some
judge.
strange ideas.
Turn it
let's
into a
just-
so
tree?
ready.
Are there any alive plants near the metal door?
How close to near? What is near?
Like within sights and sounds.
I mean,
and-
there outside here. There's trees
Within
and fauna
sound?
and all.
No,
sorts.
no, like closer to the door.
But no,
like
nothing,
vines or
there's nothing down here in this little.
over here or
No, I
like
mean there's some moss growing on the side of it and things.
moss will
like
do. I am going to walk to the moss.
Oh my
He said
God.
moss, not mosque.
Yeah, moss. Yeah.
Mosque.
Mollusk.
I mean, it does kind of look like a mosque.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk to the moss.
Okay. It's gonna be a fun 6-minute
I'm
conversation.
sure you had this conversation prepared, Gore. So
Okay.
can't wait to meet this NPC.
So I'm gonna wait. I cast it and like get in tune with the mossiness, you know.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna try to be a moss.
yeah, be a moss.
Be a moss. Motivation. Moss.
My friends and I are trying to get through that sheet of metal.
Okay.
You were here, hopefully, for many days.
I've never seen anybody except the gray one walk in and out of that door.
Do you remember how he did it? Did he say a word, or wave his hands, or touch it in a particular way?
He touched it and then just kind of walked through.
Did you hear him say anything?
I'm afraid not.
Did he touch it? How did he touch it? With one finger?
Jesus.
His hands? Did he swipe, maybe? Or-
He just reached forward with those long gangly branches that you have and laid them upon it.
Why did I choose to play a fucking druid in this campaign?
See if he's gone, if he left.
How long ago when was the last time you saw him?
Oh, the sun is risen and set. It must be at least 12 or 14 times.
And these monstrous little creatures, have they always been here? Recent?
We saw them about the same time that he left. There was a terrible ruckus, and things started just flying out the door. And then he come running out. And he grabbed his horse and his wagon, and he sped off. And these nasty little creatures, some of them chased him, the rest of them stayed here. They seemed very frustrated that they couldn't get back inside, though.
Did he have a rock in his possession? Was he holding a stone or rock, something
When
stony?
he left, he had a big bag. Over his shoulder, he threw it in the back of the cart, and away he went. I
the
don't
wizard-
know what was in the bag.
So the wizard isn't in the tower.
No, he left.
I'm gonna turn back and quickly recap. Like, the wizard he didn't go through the portal. He fled the tower, and these things chased him. and it closed behind him. That was 2 weeks ago, about a fortnight.
Oh. So which way did he go?
Well, the moss. Yes, I said that. The moss.
The moss says.
The moss.
The moss says he got on his horse and cart and fled. There's only one way out, right? I mean, I'm gonna look around.
I mean, yeah, but once you get down to here,
Okay, yeah.
you could have gone right towards the village or left away from the village.
I'm gonna say you can't see which way he went down the road, right?
No, you can't see that far.
The moss. All right. So I'm gonna turn around as the spell fades, and kind of just go like, well.
So we just
I totally missed an opportunity there.
What were you gonna do?
I should have had
Do
the
it.
moss talk like in a totally different voice.
Just a crazy voice that we wouldn't expect.
No, I should have done
It crowd.
yeah, IT crowd. No, Alekma, no.
That'd be funny.
That's great.
That's good.
So I'm gonna go back and be like, basically, the wizard opened the portal in the tower. These things chased him out of the tower, and he fled quickly and went a direction.
So how do we get inside?
So we don't need to go inside.
That's the
Does he know where the rock is? The stone.
No, we didn't. He didn't see He didn't see that, but he did say the wizard had something in his possession, like a bag.
Well,
Like a
one
tote,
of you
or a
open
fanny
the
pack.
damn door, please.
Shut
Hey!
up. I'm gonna squish you.
And Cyrano, he got through the door by touching it, but the moss didn't know how he touched it. But it was a touching motion.
Yeah, he's a moss. What is
He's a moss.
So he could
Well-
be anywhere now, and the rock, the stone, could be anywhere now.
Well, the good news is, we know he didn't go towards Riverbreed because they would have seen him. So there's the other direction. What
How
if he
is
fled
that-
that way?
Good news that he's
Well-
not at a place we know.
Yeah, that's the worst news, actually.
Because if we go the other way, we might be able to catch up to him.
How long ago did he leave?
2 weeks.
Ah, yes, catch up to him.
On a
2
horse and
weeks,
cart.
of course.
Sure.
On a horse cart. Yes.
So
You'll
about that
probably
running
just
thing
have
you
to
did
roll.
earlier, Cyrano.
Oh yeah.
Hop on
Count
over.
it down.
Well, maybe he didn't go far. Maybe he went to the town to the left.
If he took all his possessions, what makes you think he's stuck around anywhere close?
Maybe he wants to get back into this tower as well.
Well, we should get in there first, because if it's in there, we can just take it before he gets back.
Why did he leave?
Because he opened the portal and those things chased him out.
If he was such a powerful wizard, why would these have chased him out?
Look at you. You're about to fall asleep on me.
I'm not a powerful wizard, am I, Alekma?
You could do some wizardy things.
He was renowned to be this powerful wizard. He can't take care of a couple of these jokers up here.
I'm gonna look warily at these jokers.
They're lucky they got the drop on me. Did you see what Britannica did? I mean, she breathed on them and they exploded into a million pieces. They're nothing.
Yeah.
So a wizard, you would think, wouldn't flee his home because of them.
There's a lot of them.
There's not that many. One fireball. One fireball. Right now, if I had it. Anyways, but that's my point. Is call lightning from the sky, call flames from his hands, shoot them into another dimension. If this wizard was so powerful, they're not scaring him away.
Well, that's not what the moss said.
Who are you going to believe?
What if something inside scared the wizard?
The moss said he was scared and these things chased him out. and I'm gonna trust the moss.
Which
Sure.
trust the moss.
Because mosses
Okay.
don't lie.
Just hey, you know.
I mean,
just-
you heard his voice. It was really good, like the moss's voice.
I heard nothing.
Sounded very trustworthy.
It's the most trustworthy moss I've ever heard.
I'm
And
sure.
I've spoken to one moss.
Many of us, I'm sure. Hey, just throwing out other ideas. They're not scaring us away, running, fleeing like a coward.
Because they want to go back home. That's what the portal is to their home. They're probably... And who knows what else emerged from the portal and is sealed in there.
That's more my point.
So we should go the other road and find clues to the wizard.
What if the shard is still in there?
Exactly.
But if the portal goes to the underworld and the shard is a part of the Godstone, which we think is in the underworld, I think he took it with him.
Or we just go in the portal and go to the Godstone.
Okay, open the sheet metal door. Touch it. Hug it. Rub your butt on it. I don't know.
What?
Try things. I mean, if you want to go that way,
We probably need some sort of scroll or something from the wizard himself, I would assume.
yes. And
And
he's
there's
not
no-
in there.
Ugh.
I wish I could wave my hand and make magic, but I cannot.
Maybe I can. And we'll wave my
Sure.
hands and see if magic comes out. Open!
Any
Yeah,
magic
no.
come out?
Did
Okay.
any magic come out, Gore?
Um,
Sure you don't want to check?
nothing that kind of opened any doors. No.
Okay, well then I guess we track the wizard.
Now,
Guess we
while
track
while
the
the moss was unable to see which direction the wizard went because the moss was back here and there is kind of no way to really see through here, there's a lot of other plants that are in and around the area.
Now you tell me.
No, well, I told you earlier.
No, yeah, you did.
There's tons of them out here.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that spell prepared again. I only
Oh my
took
God.
one speak with plants. Because let's be real here. Like, am I really going to speak with plants all the time?
And you don't have the remove poison spell that you need as well, right?
Yes.
Sounds
yes,
like someone
right.
needs a nap.
Yes, I do. Look, let's take the other road and get out of these woods and hills and just see what's in front of us.
Did they say what he left on?
A horse and cart.
Horse and cart. Okay. All right. Horse and cart. Got it. And ready, team, and break.
And I'm going to turn and kind of sluggishly start walking away and try to pick up on some tracks of a horse and cart.
Okay. I mean, you can see that there are definitive tracks that are here. The tracks are fairly narrow though, so it's not a large cart. And give me you don't really have any tracking skills or anything like that, do you?
Not really.
No. So anything that's not obvious. I mean, you can definitely follow it down to the turning, and the vast majority of the indentations all head northwest, which would be towards the town.
Okay.
That's not to say that none ever went south, but you can't really see much that went south. For sure. But again, you're not really a skilled tracker, so...
Okay. I'll stop and turn around to the group and go,
Look,
What does that mean? Go this way?
Come on. You know what it means.
I was hoping for better news.
Hey, me and you both, all right?
I'm sorry, I'm only doing what the moss told me.
Okay, so one of the little imps once again plucks up the nerve and goes,
So, do you know how to get back inside there or not?
We do. We need to go and get something for it. So
What do you
Just
need
wait
to
here.
get?
Well,
Hey, we're not gonna tell you, Bubs. Okay?
you chased off the wizard.
Well, I mean, things didn't go according to his plan, no.
And did you see which direction he fled in?
Maybe.
Well, he has the way to open the door. So my friends and I are going to go track him down.
Yes, but if you come back here with him, that won't help us. We don't want him to come back here. He needs to stay gone. We want the tower.
Okay.
That's fine. We won't come back with him. We'll just come back with information
Yep.
he gave us.
We'll
Yeah,
get
we
what
don't
we
really-
need, and you
we
can
don't need him either.
do whatever. Make it your roost. Whatever you call wherever your hive. I don't know. I don't care. It's yours. It's a big thing of
I
sheet
think it's
metal.
nest.
Nest. Your nest, your hidey hole, whatever. Just, we're gonna get it and we'll be back, and just please stop badgering us about it.
Imping.
Fine.
Hey, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. You. How do I not feel so tired?
Oh.
One of you bit me, and I gotta say, I'm not a fan. How do I get better? Because if I don't know if we're ever gonna be able to come back and get this door open.
Well, you'll either start to feel better eventually, or you'll feel a lot worse. Can't do much about that, I'm afraid.
That's not reassuring.
We only know how to put the poison in. We don't know how to take it back out.
Well, if we can get some poison, we can make an anti-venom, right? Cyrano?
I beg your pardon. I'm not about to come down there so you can suck the poison out of my face.
I mean,
It's fine. We can Alekma can get it later. It's not a big deal. I don't want to deal with them anymore. They're exhausting. Literally and figuratively. They're exhausting. Let's just go find the wizard. We'll come back here.
Fine, some of us
We'll
chased
them.
him. And those of us that he didn't destroy saw him heading towards that nasty human nest.
Which one?
The one that's over the hills, that way.
And it kind of points back towards Riverbreed.
What?
Of course. Well, gang,
Interesting.
It was very
back
late.
we go.
Very dark. And he... well... he felt a lot like you did. Several of us bit him. He said something to that stupid horse of his, and then he slumped over, and I think he was almost asleep.
Stop biting people. That's rude.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. When I'm not playing a tree-hugging druid on How Reroll, I'm Shagget. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Shagget, where I stream casually, or on Twitter, if you can figure this out, at @eneb_convos. How's that for laziest outro ever? My ass sass. See you guys.
Jane? Jane, what are you doing? You gotta record your outro. Jane? She's dead.
Hi, Jane's dead, but it's me, Jane's Spooky Ghost. You can follow me on my spooky adventures at Jane on Twitch with a 0. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later when you're dead. Please.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Snuggler. Oh man, is it my third campaign already? If you guys do want to follow me, I'm pretty active on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And if this didn't scratch your D&D itch, Chris Tassix and I have a new podcast coming out. You can find out more information about that if you go to www.newcritsontheblock.com. Jane put it right there for everyone to see. We hope you guys go and check it out and enjoy it. Until next time.
Hi, friends and fans. It's me, Christy. Okay, that's good. I'm new and scared, like a lost little baby bear cub in the big spooky woods of streaming. But luckily, my mentors Snugs and Jane are here to guide me through with grace and wisdom and beauty and muscles and beauty again, but mostly muscles. Jane said I could promote my art and my D&D podcast. That's all I can say about that, because she also said that hogging the spotlight is selfish and ugly. So, thanks for everything, Snugs and Jane. This is Crispy, saying sayonara.
Hi there, I'm Gorbad. Welcome to the Orc's Nest. I'm the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, and if you'd like to follow me personally, you can do so on Twitter @Gorbad. Check out thedmblog.com for all things Dungeon Master and Dungeons & Dragons related. And of course, you can follow me on twitch.tv/Gorbad. Also, guys, don't forget to keep up with all things How We Roll. Follow us on Twitter @HowWeRoll. Check out the website www.howweroll.com, and make sure you follow us on YouTube as well. Cheers, guys.